Rottweiler. Hello. You guys got us discussing what contest that we are going to be doing. We're doing a little bit of behind the stage. The beautiful corporate overlords at Underdog.com, Underdog Fantasy, released 2 new contests: the Rottweiler and something else, the Dachshund, the Rottweiler and the Dachshund. My professional advice to you would be that you need to enter all of your Dachshund contests today if you want in it, because that one is going to fill very quickly. I am joined by Mr. EZ from EZDFS.xyz. Sir, how are you doing on this beautiful Friday afternoon?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It doesn't feel like a Friday, but I guess
No, it doesn't.
You don't really know the difference between days anymore. But man, that was rough. I shouldn't have gone there.
No, honestly, I mean everyone knows this. This is well-worn territory. I mean, I am grinding so much harder now than I have ever done before in my life. 20 seconds per pick for the Rottweiler. Beauty. So we gotta be on it. The 20-second ones when you're doing it with someone is we gotta be on top of it. This dude is out here giving Hakeem Butler an ADP in the Rottweiler. I mean, shout out to you, T Ravioli. I was calling him Trivoli the other day. It's T Ravioli. Look, and we get the Influencer 101. What a beautiful start. Friday afternoon.
Can we discuss in a line on one thing, which is beautiful? We pick on the turn. So sure. Even if we know what our first pick is, let's use the 40 seconds that we have instead of 5 and 20, please. That's all I ask. We can draft dog shit if you want, but I just want to know that we're playing the right way.
Yes, I will do that for you. All right, let's see how much of a friends and family draft this is. BSP should be in the chat. Copper prices might be
with us. Yeah.
Brave Sir Brian is in the chat for sure. This is we have one no Badger. You McCaffrey, you good with that? Or do you want to take Lamb?
Yeah. I mean, we might get punished here, but I think it's worth finding out.
I mean, how punished can you really be when you have Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
It's
we're not taking Kyron or any, I don't really like the who's the running back at the 2-3 turn that you're hoping for in Lamb. I guess Lamb is just I am gonna just piss and
Lamb A-Chain can definitely beat McCaffrey Devonta by a lot.
Sure. Yeah. No, I
agree. What's worse, Hakeem Butler in round 18 or Miles Sanders in round 18? We got in a good argument about this earlier today that reverted back to finding out Chuba Hubbard got drafted in the 5th round of the CFL draft 2 seasons ago. So we've been deep in this. This did not really hurt my bags. I had exactly even with the field, 8% DeAndre Hopkins. Is what it is.
Yeah, I think I am the only person. Well, actually, Nez as well, that owns one of these $80 microphones and occasionally talks about fantasy football that still takes Calvin Ridley.
I've got the $80. Well, this one is more than $80, but I don't use it because it's actually too big. Look at this. It would take up the entirety of my screen. What did hurt me is that I've got absolutely no Calvin Ridley, absolutely none, less than 1% Calvin Ridley. So
yeah,
and I'm not going to get any of him now.
Yeah, he's going to go up in he was already in the 5th. He's going to push 50. Wouldn't shock me if he was 4 or 5 turn at some point.
Why would people who already believed in him not push him up next to Hollywood Brown now?
Oh yeah. It was shocking. He's one of those guys where you have no idea where the steam is coming from because every paid subscription, every tout is Hopkins over Ridley, but their ADP is was basically a full round gap previously. So
we've done the math. It's the fantasy footballers. John Koch here, whose YouTube avatar says that he's a pro, has been hammering Ridley. Someone else in here has been hammering Ridley too.
I mean,
BSP.
I think he's fine. Like I think he was for sure fine. Not in the 50s, but like I was taking him in the 60s range, and now I think I might have just missed the boat. The Ridley
I didn't even have that much of an anti-Ridley take, really. Relative is just that I like the Chiefs guys more, so I just never got him.
Yeah.
All right, we are about up. We can use the entirety of our allotted time. I was hoping that Devontae Adams would get to us. He doesn't.
Yeah, cool. There's going to be enough receivers here.
There's good. Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of picking 101 is you get to the nutted running back, and you still have 2 wide receivers that you like.
Yeah, we're going to be good. We can't do Achan. Yes, Room will punish us for that eventually.
We could, but yeah, we could do.
That's what I would say. Kupp, they play the 49ers week 15, which is like a little something. It's not as important in this contest, but yeah, I like Evans and Kupp here.
I just like Cooper Kupp, to be honest. That is definitely a pretty good argument for why you can get away with taking CeeDee Lamb at 101 overall, because that 2v2, you get to week 17. Would you rather have CeeDee Lamb and Mike Evans or Christian McCaffrey and Devin, or Lamb and Achan versus McCaffrey and Evans? Definitely think I'd rather have the second pairing.
Yeah, I'd rather McCaffrey Evans. But yeah, single week, Achan is basically the 16 zeros and a 50, except instead of 16 zeros, you get a couple 20s and 30s along the way, possibly too.
For sure. Kupp is not going to bury me, dude. How could you? The anti Kupp people, man. They've really lost the plot. They really have.
I've gone through a cycle in Kupp where entering last year, I was like, let me get as much, screw this injury, Cooper Kupp is Cooper Kupp. And then obviously I didn't even know Puka existed. I mean, kind of did, but barely.
Not really.
Yeah. And then this year I was like, why am I taking this 32 year old? He's probably younger than that, honestly.
31.
Okay. 31-year-old, there was a time we were betting him. We had bad insider info that he was going. I forget what the injury was. We bet him to become that player of the year.
Siege was telling us. Siege was going to every group chat that he knew and telling people that he had. What did Rocco Baldelli have that caused him to retire?
Yeah, he was that. Yeah, Cooper Kupp was on a flight to Minnesota to meet with Rocco Baldelli.
No, it's even funnier. Siege said that Minnesota was in Los Angeles, like they were playing against the Angels or the Dodgers or something.
Oh, okay.
And that he ended this mass message that he sent out with Rocco Baldelli is in Minnesota, or Rocco Baldelli is in Los Angeles.
I thought, yeah.
But the Twins are also there. Unclear if these two things are related. Rocco Baldelli managed the Twins. At the time.
Sure did.
So I think they were probably related. I don't have a takeaway on this. Normally I would have a takeaway on guys being played in the Hall of Fame game, but every other running back that the Bears had was actually injured. Ian Wheeler was injured. Travis Homer was injured. They were talking about before that game got rained out. Or lightninged out, they were going to be using Velus Jones in the backfield because they had no bodies. I suppose if you wanted to be a real fake sharp, you'd say you feel really good about DeAndre Swift being locked in because they were whatever.
No, I think the fake sharp is Roshan was the first one in, and everyone went to Twitter to victory lap their Herbert bags, and then Herbert was in.
Herbert came in after.
Yeah, came in after. So I guess the read is Roshan might be ahead, but then I don't know. Herbert had a good run against the third stringers in their second.
He looked pretty good. He did look pretty slippery, but who cares? All right, we're up.
we do the Pat thing? Is Pat gone? No.
Pat's gone and Andrews is gone,
Andrews
so we can't do the Lamar thing.
I don't take much Kirk, but I would be open to Kirk McLaurin or Chief and McLaurin.
We already have 2 backdoor quarterbacks set up, so I think we do a Chief. I think you don't do this with a Chief when you're thinner at quarterback.
Can we do Rashee Rice? I think Rashee is my Chief of choice.
Sure.
And
so
this contest is small, right?
Yes. Please don't take a Chief for once. Come on, Miles.
I'm gonna pick my battles out. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's why. If you want to try and take me seriously for a second, this is why it's good to take a Chief here. The first is, doesn't matter at all that Rashee Rice has been going in the 90s in this contest. This contest is going to be open for about 48 hours. The other thing is, I would have not taken a Chief there. For example, at the 2-3 turn, had we taken Devonta Smith and Malik Neighbors, where I don't really want to take, I don't really ever want to be taking Daniel Jones, and Hurts is already gone. I would have not taken a Chief because we would have been much thinner for a good stack at quarterback. But because we feel good about Lawrence, we feel fine about Baker, we feel fine about Stafford, and Purdy and McCaffrey is fine.
Yeah.
Then I'm taking a Chiefs wide receiver.
Yeah.
I just like to leave the quarterback doors open.
Yeah. I mean, I was not high on Terry entering this season, but I do love Jaden Daniels. And I think just having that out, like any pick past 90, like I think at any point in the draft, like you are set up to like, hey, Jaden Daniels is fine here. So I've been selling myself on taking Terry for that out on the teams I'm not going to league QB.
Would you rather show up to week 17 with Jaden Daniels and any 5th round wide receiver and Luke McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Or Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and any round 17 wide receiver?
Luke, almost definitely.
Definitely. That's how I feel too.
Yeah, but I take a lot of Terry and Luke, Terry and Sinnott.
I'm out on Naked Lamar.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I'm out on Naked Lamar in the small field stuff. Maybe in BBM where you're hunting for more unique combos and like Devontae Walker is totally free all the time. But in these contests, I just feel like you're nutted out. I mean, I think Lamar Andrews is probably the single best stack given where they're going in drafts now. I would say it's almost probably the number one stack I would want to have.
Yeah, and like I guess WFN, like you could bet on the likely thing. Like you can backdoor Lamar, likely Devontae Walker.
It's the most hopium of hopium. It's gigantic. I actually did. I was picking on a slow draft today, and I was up in round 18, and I had Lamar and Andrews, and I had another tight end, and likely was there with the last pick in the 18th round. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take him. What if?
Right.
What if?
Yeah, I mean, I think in this contest, where you're not worried about super teams, if you pick like 3-4, you could do like a Tank Dell Lamar, and if the room gives you Andrews, great. If not, then you just Tez and likely. Yeah, I think that is fine.
Absolutely, that's totally.
But fine. I would rather have one of those 3 Texan receivers if I'm doing Naked Lamar. I wouldn't just do Naked Lamar.
All right.
In here for you.
I guess I hate these.
I'm not taking Nuke. I think Nuke is like.
I have not. I updated.
Oh, we're
my
in a good spot. Oh, yeah. Dude, we are in such. I would have loved BTJ.
Yeah.
I think. Can you go by ADP for me? Yeah, I mean, JS. Like, what about Engram, who I don't love, but just to set up the double there on T-Law. And Prices has
no. There's a better
Prices
tight end
has
to take at the next turn.
We take both. Like I don't think Bowers makes it to us in this room.
All right, that's Ingram's. What's funny is Ingram's ADP is going to rise now in a totally unrelated way to DeAndre Hopkins because people who think exactly like us are going to be in these drafts and they're going to be looking at Keon Coleman, DeAndre Hopkins, and these guys, and they're going to say, Let's go Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, we already have. Who would you have picked? You would have picked a running back there.
Yeah, I would have just taken David Montgomery.
Yeah, Montgomery's okay. I don't mind him.
They, I don't know, one of the big Lions beat writers went on the Roto World fantasy football show this week, and they he's a football guy. He's not a fantasy football guy. And they told him that Jahmyr Gibbs was a first-round pick in fantasy. And he was like, oh, I don't know about that so much.
Yeah.
So that justified how I kind of feel about Gibbs anyways. But then it made me feel like, yeah, they're just going to do exactly what they did last year. It worked for them.
Oh,
why would it switch?
Yeah. And I mean, like, and you've done this like back in when you were doing like in-depth projections, even, for single game stuff, but like, especially for season long, if you just look at the base case for everyone, like everybody's overpriced. Like, I guess you would do it and then you'd re-rank it. Like, everyone would have their order, but like if everybody is healthy, Jahmyr Gibbs is not getting there. Probably it's either going to have to be some kind of outlier. Like Jahmyr Gibbs is him or Montgomery gets hurt. I'm not super in on it, but I think it can work. Like he's getting like 30. I think he averaged like almost 30 touches in 4 weeks that Montgomery missed.
Yes. My favorite stack outside of Kansas City, it probably is actually Lamar and Andrews. It's definitely up there. I really like Adunze and Caleb Williams. That is quite high for me. McBride, Kyler, Dortch with one of the Cardinals wide receivers, Puka or Kupp. That one's pretty nice. Code Blue, I'm just not really, I would say less unique. Like there's almost no need to try and get unique in these contests, but
it's only 90-person final.
Yeah, it's very small. I'm mostly just trying to think of it kind of like a DFS tournament though. Like I'm going to be a little bit less weary about ADP. I just want combinations I like. Cause you're not thinking about it like a portfolio. You're not like, oh, I need to make I don't really like Jordan Addison, but I need to make sure I get some of him in this contest. This would be a really good contest to do if you only draft like $500 a draft a month or whatever. Like what Peter was talking about. Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
I really like this one. I liked it. It came and went. The one that was posted last night, I thought was interesting.
I literally missed this.
Structure.
I didn't even know there was
there, and I was tired. I was like, I'll get it in the morning. I did not get it in the morning.
Tough scene. All right, we are up in 5 picks. We've got Lawrence set up. We've got Geno set up. We've got Stafford set up and Purdy set up.
Yeah, let it go.
I do think. Well, no, actually, I don't think we're gonna get Bowers. They said they're gonna do a second one, so I don't even know. Okay, sick.
Yeah, the playoffs are head to head. So I think like the idea was, hey, like it's for this fantasy flock guy, like
fantasy flock. Oh yeah,
I told you. See, we're not getting Bowers.
You were right. You read the room. You read the room right.
Brooks would have been a gift, dude. Would have been a gift.
We don't need him. We don't need him, dude. What? I'll ask you after I make these picks because I think there's a real.
There's one obvious one, and then there's one that I know you want to do, and I don't.
Who's the obvious one?
1, 2, 3. Yeah, Tony Pollard, and you want to do Chase Brown.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there a quarterback? Do you want to do naked
Jaden, and that'll set us up like?
I would if we had a Falcon.
We have so many other. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have too many outs. We have Levis, Purdy, Stafford, Baker, Lawrence.
We will get Lawrence because Copper has now Lamar and Dak, and he has Brian Thomas, so we have the only Jags. Okay. So yeah, I mean you can do Chase. That's fine.
Yeah, the flock tourney. I mean, sick for him. When is Peter gonna get his? I'm not.
You probably will.
They don't got to do one for me, but when can we do the deposit kingdom? $5, $10K to first. Let's do it.
But yeah, it was cool. So it's kind of small. It was like 4,800 people. I forget if it was 1 or 2 advanced from each pod, but then the playoffs was a head to head in week 15 and a head to head in week 16. and then the finals so 100 people.
Oh, okay. That's very cool. That's very. Yeah. I love that. Yeah, that's an extremely.
So if you know the names, but obviously it's open for everyone. But I think sweat equity wise, that's pretty cool. And stacking takes a whole different you don't care about weeks 15 to 16 kind of at all.
My structure, if they let me do one, I would do one like this, where literally all the money was in week 16 or week 17. You got no money for week 15 or 16. Yeah, it would all be all the money would be concentrated there. You know what I just realized we could have done?
No,
is we could have taken Joe Burrow and Chase Brown right there and done Yoshi Vasca-Sicki.
No, man, you're showing up with a knife to a bazooka fight. Hey, it's like the Jamar Chase team, and you show up with Yoshi.
Yeah. I would definitely not do Henry and Lamar together. I think Gus Edwards showed last year how bad an elite rushing season can be. I mean, not that Gus Edwards was even elite, but he had 13 rushing touchdowns. And yeah, Lamar won MVP, but I think he only have 8 rushing touchdowns or something.
If that might be his career high. It might be.
Yeah, 8. Flock is the man. Flock is. Absolute shout out to Mr. Flock. He is killing the YouTube game. He is the GOAT fantasy football.
Lamar had 5 rushing touchdowns. He's had.
Isn't that insane?
He's had 10 the last 3 years combined. His career high 7. So I won't say anything.
He's just running bad. He's just running bad.
No, they're just Smart. They're just. They pre-saw what happened with Anthony Richardson. They're like, nope, we're not letting the
quarterbacks
in the NFL do that.
They game manage him like he's like Victor Wembanyama. They're literally they're
which is supremely sharp. I mean, the Chiefs even started doing that to an extent after Mahomes twisted up his.
Mahomes has not done a quarterback sneak since then. Do you know how much equity they give up?
Oh
by not doing a quarterback,
but he'll run. It's obviously scramble. He'll scramble in playoffs and in December and stuff. But yeah,
he will scramble. But I do wonder this year if they will use Carson Wentz for a couple quarterback sneak spots, because Wentz used to be good at it too.
He's good at it. Was he good at it, or was he just on the Eagles?
I don't know. He was good. He was good at it.
Yeah,
he's a big guy. Carson Wentz is such one of those guys where our memories of him turn so sour. But there was a 3-year stretch.
MVP, or he should have been the MVP that year when he got hurt against the Rams. I want to say they were in LA.
You have to win 150K and mention it literally. Lance Wilbur. If I won 150K playing best ball fantasy, you guys would get so sick of my shit. It would be unbelievable. All right, Lawrence with one of these picks. Then what do you want to do with the next one?
So we already have 3 running. We're pretty good structurally. Something I don't do much, and I've tried, and I think is a leak, is the naked Dallas Goedert.
I think that's horrible.
There he goes. Yeah.
How do you win?
I don't know.
Knowing how many backdoor Hurts teams there are going to be with him.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it might be Corum here, and then we could do a shut it down.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless who's the receivers?
Judy with a knee injury. I mean, Polk gives us another quarterback.
We could Polk or Gabe. And I don't think I love Gabe.
No, I don't love Gabe with Kirk. That feels pretty. That feels pretty.
Is the word. Yeah, we'll just do Polk. Whatever.
Oh, what I was going to bring up.
Minus 55 ADP value at the moment.
Sick. What I was going to bring up on the last turn was this Justin Herbert injury is going to lead to me having so much more of him now, because I'm not really. Yeah, I'm not. Well, I had a bunch of him. I'm not really sweating it. I think he'll probably be fine. And if I can routinely get him in the 13th or the 14th or whatever, I'll be absolutely shipping it.
Well, it's not just the Herbert injury. It's now also the Ladd injury.
Ladd injury. Well, the Ladd injury is very real. That's extremely real.
Is it something new, or it's just he is always has something.
He's been a part-time player since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, William 1. I truly admire this about Liam. If I promise you guys that if I had Liam's success playing best ball, I would be 10 times as annoying as Liam. So
no doubt.
Yeah, sure. Liam and Fluck make a side bet next year. Whoever says they've won more covers the other's BBM next. I mean, I just refuse. I will never make fun of someone for winning. That is not like the the Run Peer Sports Ship It Nation screenshots. I'm like, fucking run it up, dude. Run it up. Like,
you need, especially if you think, especially if you're sitting here in this chat, like saying, "Oh, they won, but they suck." You may not be wrong, but like you should encourage them to like give as much of that back into the ecosystem.
Yeah, William gets it. If he wins the Mini Schnauzer 4, he's letting you get it. You get it.
Yeah.
I do not have any Calvin Austin thoughts other than that he will be the second wide receiver for Pittsburgh to start the year, I think. But that's not a valuable role if you're not very good. I kind of thought Calvin Austin was an interesting prospect. Hand up. I now, after watching him play in the NFL, don't think he is. I think he's kind of got Tutu disease, but with less dog and with a less creative offensive play caller. So
do you want to guess Calvin Austin's listed dimensions on Football Reference?
5'7", 164.
5'9", 162. I mean, the 5'9" is definitely a clear lie also.
Yeah, it's definitely
162, like, no, we can't be doing
that. I mean, like there's room in the NFL for guys that size, but you've got to be built different. You've got to have 10 out of 10 dog. Rupesh, welcome. Excited to see you in the Discord, sir. Why don't they should test for dog at the combine? I mean, if they tested for dog at the combine, Dortch would have broken it.
Is the dog test the Ezekiel Elliott drill and like how much you limp after that?
What happened with that?
I have no
that was unbelievable. I sort of always thought Zeke at least had that dog in him, and that did not look like he doesn't want it left.
Well, you don't need to be putting Zeke through those kinds of drills, man. The guy's carried a football 5,000 times in his life. Like, what is he going to learn from this? Like,
Miles said he got hit in the nuts doing it, which would be, I buy that. All right.
Yeah.
We're about back up. You care about this Lloyd? You care about this Lloyd? You care about this Lloyd stuff at all? I don't, for real.
It pushes him to the bottom of this range for me, and because we have like CMC, like we don't need to, like. I think we are not with the Badge Bros. So if I could speak freely, like I like Ty Chandler so much more, which sucks. Dude, you know what I want to do?
What?
Is Hawk.
Yeah. I got bullied into taking Hawk.
You get the week 12 bye. We could do LG. If you want to do Lloyd, it's fine.
No. I'm trying to balance myself out in that range because as you can see here, 4% to 15%.
Who's receiver? Who are the receivers? Is it Leggett?
This is the dead range of wide receiver.
Yeah, we'll be back, but not right now.
We got to bucket one of wide receiver with McCaffrey. What a fucking cheat code.
And with Ingram too.
Yeah, that's nice. All right, through 13 picks, McCaffrey, Pollard, Brown, Algier, running backs, Kupp, Evans, Christian Kirk, Rashee Rice, JSN, Jalen Polk, a wide receiver, Ingram and Hawkinson at tight end, Trevor Lawrence, a quarterback. So this will definitely. This could be a 3 quarterback or a 3 tight end team. Could go either way,
or both. You don't need. I mean, we're like hard capped at 5 running backs, I think, here.
I think we could be done even.
We could be done at 4, probably 5. Receiver, we could be done at 7.
These are Brown and Algier have overlapping bye weeks, so maybe that would bring me. Here's the thing, Kevin Wheeler, about needing to brag about the top 10 accuracy finish more. I literally don't know what I finished top 10 in accuracy in. I don't know if that is weekly rankings or if that is beginning of the season ranking. I literally do not know what contest it is that I finished top 10 and the accuracy for. So that is going to preclude me from bragging more. I did. People do forget that I actually multiple times finished. Actually, in the very first drafters contest, I finished third. People do forget in the very first drafters contest, I finished third.
Tis the time of year where like it's the only place in the world where third place is celebrated for these 2 weeks. It is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
I do think, winning bronze in the Olympics is still pretty cool.
Winning bronze in the Olympics is cool. Winning bronze in the Olympics is cool in the individual sports like swimming or archery or whatever. The team sports, absolutely not. Like
it just, USA, I mean, it depends on like how bad you are.
Right.
Like the U.S. men's gymnastics hadn't won a medal in 20 years or something. I think they won bronze.
That seems crazy. Shouldn't we be good at that? Because the women are really good at it. Why are the men bad?
I don't know that I have a PC answer for that.
I think third place in the original drafters contest, it might have been $1,000, maybe $3,000, but it was not very much. I believe this is the guy.
Are just too big.
I believe Charlie right here is the guy who finished right in Karain in the DeMar Hamlin year.
Ooh, shout out.
Yeah, you guys all should be excited about finishing high in these contests. Don't let. I'm not trying to get you down. I am absolutely rooting for all of you guys to finish very high. I hope I ship this slow puppy where I've just drafted 150 of the identical same teams.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not overly braggadocious necessarily in real life. I might play a persona, but you spend so much time on it. Like, just have fun.
Just have fun
about it. Like,
yeah. Okay, we should get quarterback knocked out of the way. We could really take any of them right here.
Yeah, we're like, this is just like shitters galore, and I have an idea.
Look at this. Look at this exposure to Dobbins. I mean, this is not 100% updated, but $5 team with Dobbins.
No, it could have been another 25 if.
All right, you want Baker, Levis. Oh shit, Gino went.
I would go Baker. Like, we have May later.
Are we good on bye weeks? Week 12, week 11.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
No running back here. And what's up?
I was gonna say maybe Bucky, or you can go Cotton and be done at like 3 tight ends and it's stacked, or Jalen McMillan. Like, those are the considerations.
Doing J-Mac.
Yeah, play the hits.
Baker double. Take Mingo last round. Get a nice little. Oh
no! You take this year's Kyron. What if Miles Sanders?
No,
probably not. Like 17, right? If you need Miles Sanders on December 29th, I think this year has gone.
Yeah, Harbs, you are a shipper though. You are a noted shipper. Second in the gauntlet, won the gauntlet returns. Winning the gauntlet returns is gnarly. Yeah, the DraftKings rooms are soft right now. They are. So what I'm doing,
I think everything is.
That's the thing, is even these underdog rooms are getting pretty softer. I wonder I did notice, I checked my underdog first time deposit tool thing the other day, and I did get 2 yesterday for the first time ever. So I think people are logging on more.
Yeah, that's a cool anecdote.
Yeah, so that is that could structurally tell you some more. Although the streams this week are a little down in terms of viewership. I think maybe just because I've been streaming more. Skill issue could be Peters. Could be Peters are up. Could be Spags is up. Could be Liam's up. Like literally, like Liam just came back from Ireland, so it literally could just be that people are watching 90 minutes of Liam instead of 5 hours of us.
Or they're just too busy in the lobbies and they can't be bothered listening to us idiots.
True. I think this is right. I think Addison shouldn't be going this low. It seems like he's going to be suspended earlier rather than later, right?
I guess like my initial read like the first read was he has outs. Like he's drawing very live to get suspended in December, in which case he is worth nothing.
He's like the worst pick. Yeah.
And now it almost seems like he's sort of posturing to be like, yeah, it's like, I'll sit the first few weeks. Like he's almost volunteering for the September suspension, right? It's just that would be very fast for Roger to move.
But he doesn't have to move fast because based on my understanding of it, they just have it written in the personal conduct policy what a DUI suspension is. It's just immediate 3 games. You get a DUI, you were suspended 3 games. So if you, Frankie is going to tell me Frankie, just tell me the real reason they're down right now. You could tell me in the chat right now.
There's no secrets. There's no secrets.
There's no secrets in the YouTube chat. Yeah, Addison and Rice's ADP charts, they're going to end up looking the same. There's going to be a 2-week dip for Addison. For absolutely no reason, or maybe a reason. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a legal expert, but I did move Addison down in my rankings like an absolute a little bit to the end of the tier he was in. But now with the Hopkins thing, I might move him back up because you just need some. Just going to need wide receivers there.
Yeah, but they're both going to give you the same amount of points in week 1, which how much is a week 1 wide receiver worth? I don't know. Like who really cares?
It's worth something. We just don't know. You know, we're all doing astrology for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
We're so far away from simming this. I mean, Nerdy Tenor is starting to do some toy game stuff for best ball that's pretty appealing, but it's so hard to control for the large contest. You can control it for like a battle royale style thing, but you can't get a solved toy game for this really.
No, and I can only pretend like I know how you would do it, but it's really hard to wrap I think you could solve 1v1 2v2 kind of decision making, but it's going to be really hard to simulate what a contest looks like and the pushes and pulls of injuries and all that.
Yes. All right. You thinking 3rd tight end or 3rd quarterback? Fuck. Braylon Allen went. That's really annoying.
Can you click the tight ends? Like, is there anyone like with a pulse?
Juwan.
I don't hate Juwan. But let's go Drake May. I think I like Drake May.
May Baker. I want to take Yoshi. I want to take Yoshi Boss. I'm trying to get these numbers up.
This is not the team for it.
There's not really a correlated wide receiver.
What about running backs? Are we done at running back? Tank Bigsby.
Braylon just went, so they're just like all terrible now.
Get Yoshi.
I mean, we could take another one next. We could take one in round 18, but I just didn't care about any of these guys. Oh, Frankie did say in the Discord why the views are down. So if you want it, actually, yeah, it's
vote with your wallets. If you want me off the stream, it'll take. You have to beat Davis's bid for my services.
All right. This one turned out all right. I never loved 3 quarterback teams in August. Like I feel like the time to do 3 quarterback teams is in May and June, but it's whatever. I mean, when you got Baker Mayfield, Braylon Allen and Estime are now the 2 lights at the end of the tunnel when you have a 4 running back team. But then when they go, it gets so dark. It gets so dark after they go.
What if Tank Bigsby is this year's Kyron?
I think it's more likely. I literally do think it's more likely that Keelan Robinson ends up being the running back.
He's smaller than Calvin Austin.
I don't think that's true. Is that true?
It's not far from false though, which is really all that we strive for here.
I was thinking about this yesterday. There actually is going to be something to learn from Jaguars preseason games because if Keelan Robinson is playing running back with
that would be huge.
Like with Bigsby or ahead of Bigsby or
there's no chance of that.
Johnson. He could be ahead of Bigsby. Tank Bigsby was the worst running back in the NFL.
He had like 4 drops, which is a lot, but like they're pumping him. Why would they pump him? Are they
pumped him last year.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I also am doing the same thing with Damian Pierce, who. All right. Joke's on you, dude. He's not going anywhere. Yeah. I'll refund you.
That's a rug.
That's a rug. I am, to be fair to the Tank Bigsby people, I am literally doing this thing with Damian Pierce right now, where I'm just pretending last year didn't happen. Where I'm basically just being like, no, like it's just a wash. It's just a total wash, and it's all gonna be fine. What do you think Tank Bigsby's overall PFF grade was last year?
Do they do stuff in the 50s? Like my like heart of hearts guess was 58.
52.3.
Wow.
I've really never quarterback Taysom Hill.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, we do have a Patriot. We do have a Patriot in the chat. All right, last pick. I think we're pretty good at wide receiver, honestly. I don't think.
We're done. I think we're done.
We got rookie.
We didn't need the 8th either, but
yeah. All right, so it's either running back or tight end.
I would I would probably go running back and just hope Hawkinson is playing sooner. And now you've
Hawkinson will be playing. Hawkinson will be playing by week 12 unless he gets.
Oh, dude, he might be playing by week probably 6.
Well, they go to Europe in week 5, so I think it'll be week 7.
Yeah.
So I'm in a main event right now with some of my buddies. We're doing a slow draft, and they were dilly dallying about who
Bigsby's correlated. It's a Trevor Lawrence bet. Come on. He's right there.
Are you woken up?
Dude, he's playing the kick returner.
We're taking.
They talked him up as a kick returner. All right, whatever. That's fine. TD paid to kick me off the stream,
but he got rug pulled.
So generic Prince could be the equivalent of that.
Correct. I'm gonna do another one. You can leave whenever you want.
No, I'm good. I'm single.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're a bachelor. You're a bachelor this weekend. If I take Dearness Johnson on this stream, that is a fucking cry for help, man. That is a real cry for help here. I did just have a point to make, and I completely. Oh,
Keelan?
No, FFPC main event. I'm about to go to bed last night. We're on the clock. My co-managers are fucking dilly-dallying and arguing about like the worst guys imaginable. They're arguing about like K. Dotton and Ricky Pearsall in round 14. And I just log onto my phone and I picked Deneric Prince and just went to bed. That's just and I let them deal with the consequences of it.
Well, that's why I infamously, when we were doing the Mastiff as a group 2 years ago, I infamously, sending screenshots and doing polls and all this stuff. And I think I was just like drunk and fell asleep and had so much AP Ryan queued up that nobody else voted for or wanted. And he actually ended up being pretty decent. And yeah,
people do forget that team advanced to the playoffs based on the strength of a Baker Mayfield, Tyler Higbee stack, where Baker Mayfield, we drafted him as was it a Mingo stack?
He was a Panther.
It was some Panther stack that we had set up.
Was it like Tommy Trumbull? No.
I think it was. I believe it was. Yeah.
Oh, DJ Moore.
DJ Moore.
There
we had DJ Moore.
That,
there we go. Our second place Mastiff team, by the way. People do forget. Thoughts on Jordan Whittington? Oh no, did we get 12? We got 11. Thoughts on Jordan Whittington? I believe that Jordan Whittington is going to make the roster. I believe he is going to be the primary backup for Puka and Kupp. I took him the other day on my Bulldog team with Stafford. Was it a good pick? Probably not. Is it incredibly based to be the only person in the Bulldog with a Jordan Whittington team? Yeah, in my opinion, it's based. But yes, we did accidentally get the Baker Ram stack, and I think Higbee had 2 touchdowns in that game, if I remember correctly.
That I don't remember.
All right, now I gotta. This is time. I mean, this is my favorite thing, but we gotta go get in the.
This is remember that guy, but do you remember this contest that like 4 people in the chat care about?
And the answer is yeah. It was this game right here, week 15 of the playoffs. Tyler Higbee 9 for 94 and 2 with Baker Mayfield 230 and 2.
Oh my God! Look at Kyren Williams played.
Kyren Williams played. People forget this was before.
Cam Akers. Look at that Cam Akers line.
So this was the guy that he played behind. He played with Malcolm Brown.
Yeah.
Really, really incredible stuff. The Guardian cap. The Guardian
it doesn't
cap
look good. It's a bad look for everyone.
It doesn't help anyone.
It's
A-Rod, here's the thing about the dynasty rankings. Running backs, you got to understand, they're worthless, man. I love Devin A-Chain, but they go to 0 so fast in dynasty, and these are super flex rankings too. So the quarterbacks are very high. All right, we're at 11. What do you want to do? You want Brees, Puka?
Oh wow, I think Puka's a gift for me. I have Puka like 8.
Shipper.
I know we just talked up Cooper Kupp, but like Puka had legit like all-time rookie season.
Absolutely.
And that was with Cooper Kupp playing most of it. Like you have not necessarily that you want to be painting this picture for first round pick, but like you have outs to him just being like the best player in fantasy if Kupp misses time.
You want Nico. You want JT. Let's do Debo on this one.
That's fine. You get a little week 15. This is like the we're building the same but opposite team of last time. We had CMC
and
it's
Kupp,
either one of the previous teams or this team will do really well for 2 weeks where it's
that's all you can ask for. Oh man. Oh no. Fully loaded. The room set the trap for him and he just jumped right in. They set the running back trap and praying for him. Do you find it viable to take mid to late round quarterbacks a round or so earlier to get the stack now that more casual drafters are drafting and sniping is taking place more frequently? I would probably go the other way and say if the room is going to make me do Daniel Jones and Darius Slayton or Baker Mayfield and Jalen McMillan or Drake May and Javon Baker or whatever, I'll do it. Or if anything, maybe it would incentivize me more to take one of the elite quarterbacks. Like maybe I'd be like, oh, I should take Hurts more often, or I should take Lamar more often. But no, I think like pushing Caleb Williams up to the next round is like, it's not going to be how you win. I don't think.
I agree. Damn. Like the things I'm doing, like I'm subconsciously pushing up mid, like, rounds 4 through 6, like the receivers that have cheap quarterbacks, just to give myself stacking outs. But like my philosophy on quarterback is either elite and 2 or elite plus 1 more or 3. Like I take a lot of 3 quarterbacks.
We've got 2 teams now who went running back to start. Fully loaded is right here. Fully loaded is Tyler, I think. And then we've got a badgeless Bijan A-Chain start. If he's based, he'll take Kyren.
Bijan at 4.
Get your guys season, dude.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about the limited entries.
It's August, man.
And I have a fun thing that you're going to be very on board for.
Michael Pittman Jr. at 28.
I forget who I was listening to. I don't know if it was Pete or it was someone, and it was so true. The correlation, I think it was Pete or the chip chasing guys doing a draft. The average running backs through 6 rounds that the Michael Pittman drafter has is like 3, maybe more. Like it's like
it's
I'm
so
good.
True. It's so
like,
true.
Why?
When I'm on the clock in the 3rd round and Pittman is at the top there, I'm just like, all right, well, I'm just taking Tank Dell. It's like I can't do it. All right, what do you want to do?
I was gonna say Tank Dell, but if you don't want to do that, I was gonna say do Kelsey and Mahomes and see if you can get a triple here.
Twist my arm, buddy.
because in these time lock contests, like there's not going to be that many people with like really good Mahomes doubles or even triples.
Why are you historical anomalies wants to know why you're not as high on King Henry this year?
One, I was wrong, so trying to learn from that. Two, I think like structurally there's a pretty big difference in running back receiver costs. Also, like the tournament structure has changed. Like last year, it's like in Ball Mania specifically, like you were incentivized. I thought I was incentivized to try and have as many like super teams or teams I thought were super teams as possible. It was harder to get to the finals, and finals were a little more top heavy than this year, or a lot more top heavy than this year. So I wanted to show up with the highest quality teams. This year it's flatter, so in theory, you're more incentivized just to make it and have like a good shot on net.
100%. That's exactly how it's set up. You are just incentivized to get there.
Yeah.
Am I the only person on earth that just does not? I'm so over the Brandon Ayuk story, man. They have no. If the 49ers do not retain his services, they are going to walk into next season with 30-year-old Debo, 29-year-old McCaffrey, 31-year-old Kittle, and have to pay Brock Purdy. It's this year or no years. I am a you can't take the zero at quarterback. FF Doom. You got to take Knicks or something. I basically have
Knicks is fine because Knicks is playing week 6.
Yes, Knicks is playing week 6. May will not play. You could take. I maybe occasionally I would have done it with like Fields or something, but yeah, you can't. You can't with Mahomes. You can't take Stafford.
You can, but you need a third, even if it's like backdoor something like Carr and Juwan or something. Like
you got to do something though. You can't take the zero at quarterback. Yeah, Ayuk is not going anywhere because the Niners.
There's no way, dude. They're not going to close their this is their best year in their Super Bowl window before they have to pay Brock. The trade deal, either A, like Ayuk, they think Ayuk absolutely hates them and he won't play. Then you get rid of him. Play. But like I don't think that seems to be the case. So like the only way you trade him is if you think you're getting so much more than you will next year. I think you just have to like the opportunity cost.
Is there a trade where they could get a wide receiver back that makes sense? Like is there a trade where
you joked about Devontae Smith, but like it's never gonna happen, especially not in conference. By the way, you should watch receiver. It's great.
Yeah, I know. This is my whole life is people asking me to watch this program.
Yeah, dude, we were. Oh no.
Fully low. He's gonna do it. Just don't even get mad about it. Just prepare yourself. It's fine. Oh, shout out to DeAndre Hopkins hamstring.
Is Worthy buried, or did someone take him early?
So he went first. He went 50. Okay. He went 50 to Jake, who is in the chat and in the Discord. Tyler, you're a good friend. I knew he would come through.
That's sick.
Here's the thing, TCD. Pretty Ricky did not say it was Ayuk, bro. He just said it's a big trade. He didn't say it's Ayuk. I'm not fading Mr. Ricky. All right, what do you want to do?
We have the tight end already, obviously.
Oh yeah, we have the tight end.
That's where my mind went there too. Yeah, Reed or
Rome.
Super. I would go Reed, just like ADP, bro. I don't like absolutely love Jaden Reed, but I take my medicine.
The fact that he's talking to players about not feeling wanted means someone can explain to get him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like someone of Brandon Ayuk's stature in the game should just understand it. Like it's business, dude. It's not
he knows that.
Yeah, it's not like the 49ers are like get fucked. It's just like, the game is the game. We had Christian McCaffrey, so he's. I mean, I believe he takes up the most salary cap of any running back in the NFL. But you guys all like playing with Christian McCaffrey, so maybe just settle down.
Right.
Yeah.
You got like a couple plays away from winning a Super Bowl. With this team, we're trying to keep it pretty good.
Like, imagine if McCole Hardman would have just dropped that pass.
Yeah, it does. Well
within the range of outcomes. Well within the range of outcomes that Hardman would have just dropped this.
Yeah.
Really, we should talk about that fact more. That McCole Hardman literally scored the game-winning touchdown in a Super Bowl, and the team is.
Do you want to know the list of Kansas City receivers who have caught or scored touchdowns in the last 2 Super Bowls? Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney, and McCole Hardman, and all 3 are still on the team. Kind of.
Sky or Hardman.
They're employed by the Chiefs.
Yeah, one of them is getting cut. Yeah. What are the chances that Love regresses and not a single Packer pays off ADP? I mean, no chance that not a single Packer pays off ADP, but Love could definitely regress. Like, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I think that's.
I mean, I'm betting against it personally,
likely.
But it could happen.
Yeah.
Neighbors. I mean, you'd rather take Neighbors 3.8 just for the uniqueness. Like, he's available there. Far less off. Yeah. How about this? Juju drew the flag. Juju drew the flag against the Eagles. People forget.
Yeah, I don't forget, because that was James Bradbury in coverage, former New York Giant, double agent.
Man, I kind of forgot that Super Bowl. I was more nervous about that one. I kind of never thought they were going to lose to the 49ers. The Eagles one, I was like, they're going to lose. Like, that was very. They
easily could have. Was that like 38-35? That was a much better game until this one.
Hertz got strip sacked, and the whole thing changed. Yeah. No, Rusty, come on, don't be that guy.
No. It for sure is Drew. It's Drew the flag.
You can say you don't like that call happening in that spot, but it was textbook holding. All right, what do you want to do?
Steeler running back of choice, or Aaron Jones, but I think Steeler running back up. Oh no, the correct thing is Aaron Jones, and then you take whichever Steeler falls, but it doesn't really matter.
Well, we are
like Warren.
No, I like Aaron Jones. We are in a little bit of bye week trouble, so I was going to say maybe we should take Jaylen Warren because he's got a non-week 6 bye, but it's fine.
Dude, week 6 is not all that matters.
I'm hoping that is true. All right, now she goes. Jaylen Warren.
Oh, it's perfect.
Am I misremembering this? There was a Chiefs defensive touchdown, was there not?
I don't specifically remember that. No.
I'm almost certain that happened.
I mean, it was super high. It was like 38-35, so it's possible.
Yeah. I don't. Stefan, no, this is not Best Ball Mania 5. This is
Nick Bolton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a strip?
Oh, he just fumbled. He just fumbled. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is not Best Ball Mania 5. This is the Rottweiler $25 single entry. All the money is in week 17, so there are no prizes for getting week 15, week 16. It's all in the final week, which I like. I do like that.
Can I ask for streaming advice? Did you just hear me sneeze like 10 seconds ago?
Maybe. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Because I have this button. I have this button, and I click it.
Yeah, you're on mute right now.
Okay, so then it works.
Yeah, right. I heard you. I heard the beginning of your sneeze, not the end of it. Yeah, and here's the deal, Eli. I am one of the foremost champions of Mr. Jalen Hurts. I love him. I'm a fan of him. I thought it was a great pick when the Eagles took him. I believe that he is going to win an MVP someday. I would have been fine for the Eagles to have won that Super Bowl. That is an admirable loss. Losing to the 49ers, much different story. Much different story.
Well,
losing
beat the 49ers.
Sure. Yeah. Make a wish, Brock. All right. Is Chase Brown 9.2? Is the Shark getting warmed up to get jumped, or is the Shark still firmly under the water?
I think it's like the Shark has breached. Well, I'm trying to think of the Shark is not jumping. Like, we have to jump over the Shark, right?
Fonzie
the Shark's in the air, and
Fonzie has his skis on. I think Fonzie has his skis on because, like, I mean, obviously, I am one of the foremost Chase Brown bulls, but like all that has happened right now is it's confirmed that there's a timeshare. All right, we are about
timeshare
up.
until there isn't. So Jordan Love.
I was gonna say we should just take Love.
Yeah, it could be fun. Like, what running backs are we like not waving here? Like, no one that I'm like super upset about missing.
Javonte or Spears. We already have the elite tight end.
Yeah, let's do Love.
Cool. And that sets us up to maybe take Musgrave or Kraft in the last round if we want.
Mm-hmm.
We got our bye weeks covered.
Oh, Wicks is gone. Okay.
Yeah, Wicks is gone. He went
the pick before. Were they trying to set that up?
They were trying to set it up, and we ruined them. So,
I saw Dobbs, didn't see Wicks.
I didn't see that, but Zach Taylor is the exact type of guy who would like Zach Moss, which is why Chase Brown was available.
Decide to pay them. Yeah.
Yes. All right. This is kind of a tricky selection, I guess.
Yeah.
This guy's auto drafting. I just realized.
Okay, so it's good to know. Actually, Lockett is okay. Javonte. Like, what other running backs are there?
Spears, Corum.
What about Corum?
That gives us another week 6 bye.
Okay. Yeah, so Javonte's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is remember that at least the guy picking on the turn, I'm pretty sure is auto drafting.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Bo Melton on this team.
Taking Wicks first and then getting sniped. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Oh, hey. We had Jaden Reed. We got
Jaden Reed. I think all that's happened in Cincinnati is that it's confirmed that Brown is going to have a chance to score points. Like, instead of being like buried, he'll be around. He'll be around, and that's all. I mean, Zach Moss is always going to get the pass protection, boring bullshit.
Yeah, Zach Moss is not going anywhere.
He's not going. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. He's not going. He's not going anywhere. Frankie just got offered 10 cents for his Rainmakers.
Wait, could you explain more? Because I'm so interested.
Yeah,
dude, Chase Brown is also sneakily like less small than you imagined him to be, I think. But
it's 212 pounds. James got 19 cents for his Rainmakers. How can I tell? Where do I get this?
You log in, and there's a claim in it, and there's like a button to click. How was my payment calculated? Oh my god!
On Rainmakers?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the email. Claim your rain. How much do we think I got?
How much do you think I got? I don't have anything. I didn't.
You have anything of value. You have golf Rainmakers, right?
I mean, maybe nothing big remaining. I sold them all. This is not good.
$1.88, baby.
This is not good because I have $53, which means I definitely had like, a couple $100 worth.
Oh man.
Because it adds up. I have a bunch of
G-Warsh got $13. Shout out to G-Warsh.
Oh, you know what it is? Man. You know what it probably is? Let me see how it's calculated. Because
Lovestar says
people here do not
on the
care.
dollar.
For what though? Like, my guess is like they did it by tier, and I have this elite Brent Snedeker, which is maybe worth 6 cents.
$46 for.
So I'm still the clubhouse leader. I have 53.
Man, how much do you think Jason Ruslan got?
Dude, I don't know, but it's tough. He was also like making a business. Oh, we got to pick a team, huh? Ooh, you know what I want to do?
What?
Chubb.
Sure.
There's so many receivers here.
There's so many. I mean, a lot of bad receivers, but definitely. Yeah. People are saying the conspiracy theory is that Smith retired from streaming because he had the inside info that Rainmakers was going to be done. No,
I love conspiracies. Trust me, I love conspiracies.
That was just Pete's bit. That was just a good Peter bit.
Yeah. They're public company.
I think any of these 3 wide receivers here. I guess AD Mitchell and Tua are about to go. Oh, maybe he's not auto drafting. Cousins? Maybe he's got a tool. Maybe he's got a tool. $19 for Johnny Footballs.
Frankie, rough.
I mean, how do I even? I never. If you claim your payment, you will relinquish all rights to digital.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't need my digital. All right,
Downs.
Polk or Downs? I'm not a huge Downs guy, but
like they keep talking him up. They keep talking him up, and we do not need a quarterback.
Polk.
We don't need a backdoor quarterback.
Oh, you can go to Downs. It's fine.
All right, Polk. I keep saying I want to diversify, and then every time I get on the clock, I take the guy I've got 18% of, not the guy I have 2% of. Okay. If you claim your payment, you will relinquish all rights to all Rainmaker's digital game pieces that remain on the DraftKings platform at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time on October 31st, 2024. Sure.
They calculate it based on relative share of like the remaining contest prizes, but how the hell do they count that? Like, did they think I was going to win a contest with my Elite Brand Snedeker that I haven't entered in 2 years?
The thing that I'm wondering is how you ended up with an Elite Brand Snedeker. I thought he was retired.
It was opening packs. Like that's the whole rug.
I think this is the bit. I think it's that They're trying to avoid litigation. So if you accept the payment, you can't join because they already are getting sued. They already are getting sued, right? That's the deal.
They're getting sued like 1-for-1, and then there's going to be class actions, I think, on top of it. Non-legal advice, by the way. I anal.
Yeah, if you're coming here for legal advice,
I will say, my best man just took the bar last week or this past most recent week. So
all right, you got beat. You got beat.
No, we got beats. In
ATX Bearcat, who is a legend. $118.14 in the Rainmaker settlement.
Dude, I'm not proud of mine. There's going to be some gross numbers out there with commas and multiple digits in front of commas. Yeah, look at TD. He's not joking. He's not joking. He literally sent the screenshot. Yeah. Dude, it's bad, man. Like,
that is one of the most absurd things I've ever heard in my life.
Dude, it's going to be bad.
So what happened with Rainmakers was someone said, I'm going to sue you. And they just said, instead of doing this securities lawsuit, we're just shutting it down.
That is what they said. But like, they're being sued over like $14,000. It was like the claim or something, but they just know the after quake of that was going to be the whole house of cards coming down.
Unbelievable.
No pun intended. The house of digital cards.
House of digital cards. All right, let's get this one back on track.
Oh, dude.
Mahomes,
oh my God. I'm so I'm hot. Oh no, Hawkinson has the same bias. Kelsey, we can't do that.
I think this is a 6 running back team. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Why do I have Chuba Hubbard? Oh, I'm sorted by ADP. I was like, why is Chuba Hubbard showing up? And I realized it's because I was sorting by ADP.
Are you totally out on Burton?
I just have to trim this number down. Yeah. I cannot
right, go ADP for me. No. Yikes. Scroll up. Do you want to go Gibson? I don't like Gibson.
Too late. We can audible here. Vidal is fine. Yeah, Mooney is fine.
I was thinking about Mooney. I don't love it. Naked, like absolutely naked. We have no Washington. We have no path.
Just trying to get that number up a little bit. That's a very low number. Now that Rondale is seems like he's playing with the third team. Okay, Mooney goes. Maybe this guy's not auto drafting. Why did I don't know.
I know we were talking about Tucker Kraft, but I don't mind Hunter Henry here. Oh no, but we're done at quarterback. That's kind of a dumb thought.
We are done at quarterback and we already have Polk.
Yeah. What about Rizzy?
Sure.
Rizzy P.
Got absolutely none of him.
Yeah,
we do have Debo.
Me neither.
That actually the Ricky Pearsall with Debo kind of makes sense because that's the Ayuk gets gets traded or whatever.
Yeah. I think it's single digit % likelihood, but maybe this is the right contest to Best Ball Mania is still half empty. So if Brandon Ayuk gets traded next week, 40% of that contest has that information. This contest will be full before anything happens.
That's crazy to think of. That we've been drafting these BBM teams for 3 months and it's barely half full.
Yeah.
I know my opinion on this. Is it more viable to pair Tyreek with A-Chain, Waddle with Tyreek, or Waddle with A-Chain? I know the pairings that I prefer. What do you prefer?
I would say for sure not Waddle with Tyreek. For sure
that's
not.
That's the bottom.
That's the easier limb. I personally just don't like Waddle, so my gut says Tyreek and Achane, but I could see the Waddle Achane. I think Waddle Achane actually theoretically might be
Waddle Achane, Tyreek Achane, Waddle and Tyreek. I really don't like to do that often, and then all three of them I really would not do.
Yeah, I think theoretically, Waddle Achane means Tyreek got hurt and or CD Lamb or whatever, Justin Jefferson or whatever receiver you have just crushes Tyreek. So I think you want to leverage that bet and say, hey, the Dolphins still score a bunch of points and it's not Tyreek. So I think that's probably the correct one.
I think that is correct. But 60% Dameon Pierce. I vote ball knowing. I vote ball knowing because you know that Joe Mixon stinks and you know that Jawar Jordan never mattered. So I vote if you have 60% Dameon Pierce, you know ball.
I will give Liam credit here because I think he posted it and it made me think something. Where Kyron was nursing an injury, but is actually fine, and his ADP went down a round. Joe Mixon has not showed up to Houston Texans camp. Yeah. The Houston Texans went and signed somebody because of the hole that's there due to Mixon not being healthy. And his ADP hasn't moved.
He has not budged. Who finishes quarterback 1 this year? Hurts. Gun to my head. It's Jalen Hurts.
I think I might agree, actually.
Yeah.
Or Pat.
Yeah, Jalen or Pat. All right, we're up. 2-5-6-1.
I like Luke. Or if we want to go, I think Luke is the guy I like most here at receiver.
Just keep adding on to these Luke McCaffrey bags. Rookie. Satisfied my rookie quotient. So the cabal will let me stay for another day.
Yeah. You can't have too many players with faces. Oh, I have a mid-IQ thought.
Yeah, go.
Isaiah Likely is a really good 10-2 and Travis Kelce teams.
With Kelce?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna.
I do that pretty frequently.
This is if I had a vision board of threads that I would do and abandon. I've done this. It would be mid IQ. I know. I would be stealing it from you, and I think it's actually a pretty decent one. It's mid IQ thoughts where everything there makes total sense. It just doesn't actually matter, but it sounds really good.
There are multiples. There are multiples of these. So it's Kelce or Likely with Kelce, Tyler Algier when you take Breece Hall, or Braylon Allen when you take Bijan.
100%.
Jordan Addison with Tyreek because then then the Justin Jefferson team. T Higgins in the 4th when you have whoever. Yeah, those are great. The graphic is getting fixed. This graphic in the bottom corner. My good friend Mr. Lanners we are reworking the StreamYard overlay. So you're able to see all that.
I wonder what the promo code is. I know it starts with DAV, but I don't know.
It's hard to say.
Might be.
It is hard to say. Yeah, Dawson Knox with Kelce.
Yeah.
The elite quarterback I have the least of. the way I draft, it's just very hard for me to get Josh Allen or Anthony Richardson. So
Me too.
Yeah, I've got Mahomes the most, then Lamar, then Hurts. So I just have less.
I think same exact.
Yeah, it's not even purposeful, really. It's not like I'm like, oh, Josh Allen's gonna have a bad year. It's just the way the board falls for real.
Yeah, I agree with that. And you really can't get Kincaid to fall all the way to you anymore.
That's the brutal part about doing Allen is you can't, like, let's say you get Josh Allen in the fourth, is you're coming back around knowing you're gonna have to learn Curtis Samuel ahead of ADP, which sucks.
Yeah. And like there was like a sweet window of like a week where Keon Coleman was falling to the 7-8 turn.
Yes.
Where that was, that would have made it interesting where he lined up with Josh Allen. But now with Addison and Hopkins news, like Keon Coleman is going to just like wiggle his way up, a couple picks at least.
100%. 24% Josh Allen is wild. I mean, shout out to you. Have courage in your convictions. I'm not even saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that is wild. There are no good 14th round picks. That I completely agree. You're on the clock in the 14th round and you hate it. You're like Adam Thielen, Chuba Hubbard, Conklin. It's miserable.
Dude, I think
so I completely agree.
I find the same where like we were on the clock. It was like the Gibson Vidal where it's like in my mind, I was like, can you just get me to Luke McCaffrey? Like, I don't even care, like,
yeah.
And I know it's wrong.
All right. Loves, Bo Melton.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. I love that.
And then we need to take another running back.
Yeah, I mean, on this team, it does make sense.
I don't think you want this. I don't think you want 3 49ers. I think you want max 2 49ers.
Especially not with team. Like,
maybe on DraftKings, you could get away with it because people are so much worse there. And you've got the crazy
Kittle goes late.
The bonuses, and Kittle goes later, and Ayuk goes even later there too. But I would not want to do that on half PPR, I don't believe. Half PPR, no bonuses.
Yeah, it's just like Underdog is like so touchdown heavy. Like their 3 teammates are not getting there in the same week. They just can't. Also, like the 49ers are a low volume offense.
Low volume. They play super slow. F you troll me. I don't know what you mean. Don't go back to work though.
Teams.
Don't go back to work, dude. It's Friday. All right.
No, I think he's asking if you're doing more.
Oh yeah, we're doing more. I'm gonna be here for a while. I'd like to get all these Rottweilers done today.
Is it 4 max?
4 max. Yeah.
Okay.
Puka, Debo, Kelsey. Here, let's share this. Puka, Debo, Kelsey, Mahomes. We got Rice to fall to us at 59.
Beautiful.
We got Reed at 62. I don't know. Aaron Jones, Jalen.
Oh, that was my Microsoft Teams. I am supposed to be off the clock, but that put it on me. That.
Well, guys, I promise you one thing: it's not my Microsoft Teams. We all know that.
Yeah, no, that's me.
All right, Jones, Warren. Maybe we should have taken like Jamison Williams there as the 5th wide receiver.
Nah.
Because our 5th wide receiver is Jalen Polk. Our 6th wide receiver is Ricky Pearsall.
That's not great.
Our 7th wide receiver is Luke McCaffrey, and our 8th wide receiver is Bo Melton. That is
Jordan Love.
That is a lot of zeros.
I think Jordan Love or Javonte should have been a receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. Judy instead of Javonte.
Nah. Judy? No.
Judy, I know.
We just needed to not get Cuck done, Dontavian Wicks, and Dobbs. And by that, I mean they went before we picked. So it's not exactly.
So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I would have said, let's take Wicks and then try and get Love. Oh, wait, not Ball Mania. Not the Bulldog. Damn, my brain really starts to...
Dude, it's a long
scroll. And we all asked for it. We said we want all the contests displayed.
I know, we did.
On the one tile.
Yeah.
All right, what do we get here? The 11 again. Again, the 11.
I'm gonna run and take a leak, but if you
do whatever
if
you
you'll have if you and TD will have me, I'll be back.
Yep. I generally think when you draft Mahomes, you shouldn't take your second QB that high. You're playing for Mahomes to fill that spot every week. So I think that's true, Clay. But the issue is the first one being I've got a ton of Mahomes in the 4th round, and then, Bo Nix, Drake May, Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, Geno Smith and Fant, Derek Carr and Juwan Johnson or Shaheed and Carr. So if you start to apply that to the whole pool, you're gonna realize that the whole pool is doing that. And so the amount of combinations that are going to be covered are going to be the bands are going to be very narrow. Whereas, I mean, obviously I wouldn't do Anthony Richardson and Mahomes really, but I think there is room in some of your constructions to do things like Sam Sherman and I did one the other day in Ball Mania where we took Josh Allen in the 4th and then Stroud fell to the 8th and we took Stroud. So I think there's room to do stuff like that. Tyreek said Baker is a top 5 quarterback on TikTok. Well, guess what? Oh, my whole skateboard almost fell. I was about to just move my Oklahoma University helmet and it fell. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue with anyone telling me that Baker Mayfield is a great quarterback, obviously. When are you wanting those love points to count aside from week 6? I mean, you'd be surprised how often quarterbacks outscore each other. Like you would be surprised how often, Love gets 27 in a week where Mahomes gets 18. I think you'd be surprised, Clay.
Yeah, that's why part of my 3 quarterback argument, it's not even people are like, oh, can I take the 0 in week 6 or something? Where it's like, well, you get those week 6 points, but you'd be surprised how often a 3rd quarterback beats your top 2 on a random week. And those points add up.
Yes. If you find yourself getting boxed out of the elite quarterbacks as you're talking, can't you get a lot of their pass catchers to make up for it? Yeah, you definitely can't. Wilson or Harrison?
I'm a Wilson guy.
You do. I mean,
like Luka, but yeah.
I have this happen to me where if I miss on these elite quarterbacks, I turn those into 3 quarterback teams a lot. So, I missed on Mahomes, I missed on Lamar, I missed on Richardson. So I'll do Lawrence, Herbert, and Nix or something like that with their pass catchers or whatever. It is not an Aiden O'Connell endorsement. I just like a guy who might not be starting in week 17, who doesn't run and is not very good. Just no thanks. Yeah. Also not a Taysom Hill endorsement, although I think I've got 50% of Taysom on DK right now. All right. Mark or Nico or London?
Pretty firmly Marv for me. Like if you want to sell me on London, you can, but
no, my big principle in the last week or so has been to just try and build a bunch of Kyler teams. I think
I know you can Kyler all across the board, which is fun.
Arizona is I don't know if this makes sense because people already know Kyler's good, but they could absolutely be this year's Texans, where they score the 3rd most points on offense, and people are like, "Wait, what?" Actually, I believe they were 6th in the NFL in yards per play after Kyler came back from his knee injury. It's just the thing we remember about their season.
Too.
Yeah, the thing.
And I was with Trey McBride as their far and away best. Yeah.
Hollywood playing with the mid-foot sprain, Michael Wilson as a rookie. Yeah. But he was, I mean, he wasn't even playing at the end. He was too injured to play in the end.
Yeah.
How you like this dude took Mike Evans at 19. He said St. Brown and Mike Evans, shipper.
I mean, I think ATR's probably had him ranked there, give or take.
Curtis Samuel is wide receiver 1 for Buffalo. The ball knowers want you to believe it's Shakir. The slappies want you to believe it's Keon Coleman. but the real people know that it's Curtis Samuel. And the Galaxy Brainers will tell you it's Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, I think you pretty much nailed it, actually.
DJ Money 2018 starts Brees, Jonathan Taylor. What are the odds he takes Pittman?
Yeah, I mean, pretty high.
Laube went from being a bit to like 100% non-ironic real thing. Like he's just going to be the passing down back, I think, for the Raiders almost from week 1. And I think he also is going to be their kick returner. I think he's also going to be their kick returner. Not that the kick returning really matters for our purposes. It just, I mean, it gives them a reason.
Sure.
Gives them a reason to make him active. Yeah. Michael Pittman is the running back of wide receivers.
Is what's his name? The former Patriot. Is it Brandon Bolt? No, Amir Abdullah.
He's gone, but Abdullah's still there.
Okay, Abdullah's still there.
But I think Amir Abdullah is now so old that he is not a kicker. He used to be an amazing kick returner, but he's like 32 years old, so I think he's out of the kick returning game.
Yeah.
But he used to be a unbelievably good kick returner back in the day. I mean, it's Tyrone Tracy, but like Eric Gray is going to be 5% owned in all these contests. I think
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I mean, I think it is correct, but
that is exactly correct.
I guess Eric Gray is never winning you anything. Like, what do you win when you win with Eric Gray? Like, literally nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Tank Dell goes. What do you want to do?
Pittman as a meme, but not really. You don't want Josh. I think I have flat. You want to just do the Kelsey thing again?
Say less.
Oh no. It's
too late.
I was gonna say because we're setting up Kyler. No, it's fine.
Well, why not? We could do it with Kyler. We don't have to take Mahomes. It's not like Kelsey is a bad pick without Mahomes.
No, I know. I've just been on this. Yeah, we do Pickens here.
Yeah,
keep Kyler.
I was told George Pickens doesn't get open, dude. I was told.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
He was like third in ESPN open score.
Yeah, I mean, I don't subscribe to that necessarily, but I don't care.
I subscribe to Knowing Ball, and my ball knowing is that George Pickens can in fact get open.
Yeah.
See, this is too much. Like that is
past ADP. Yeah, I will say like
ADP is fine.
I know. Yeah, Clay is giving us shit for the Mahomes love thing, and he's not wrong. But around like a full round past ADP, I don't think it's terrible if you have a heavy receiver investment, like because you're betting on the Packers being good also. I know.
Khalif Raymond was third in ESPN open score.
And Khalif Raymond isn't even going to be a top 3 receiver on his team. Antoine Green, bro.
Antoine Green. And
Darius Fountain.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, you know, there's people are mentioning DPJ's name out there. Oh no. We got a star method victim. Dallas Goedert. He clicked Jalen Hurts. He starred all his Eagles. Oh, you hate to see the star method. Stay woke. Stay woke. Oh, I've been there. I hope they don't throw this one out.
No, you can't. They wouldn't for that.
I believe the throwing out is more when it's positional crazy. Like when it's like they take like 6 quarterbacks or something. That's based on my understanding.
Yeah.
Damn. My worst star method ever, I'll never forget it because I was so mad about it.
I don't think I've ever had one.
Was 2 years ago, Adams' first year with the Raiders. I took Adams in the first round, and I got second round Derek Carr.
Oh,
Derek Carr. And I was just like, fuck, like this is so annoying.
Clay, is your third round Eckler? Did you see that on DraftKings? Because there's a guy who auto drafts the 5.55s, and in every single one, he takes Najee in the second round and Eckler in the third round. Every single one. in the 5-5-5s.
Just for the vibes? Like, what is he doing?
I don't know.
Man, I need to move up where they respect my raises.
Or sorry, not Cloud C Money.
He said it was.
Yeah.
So it's definitely him.
Yeah, see if he took Najee second.
This is miserable. This has almost happened to me. Star method JJ McCarthy with Jefferson. Yeah. Not
But dude, so Rashi goes early, so now I'm starting to feel better about not doing the Mahomes here.
Yeah, we would be sweating our dicks off for one of the guys.
Yeah, Vasa is his name.
Vasa. Charlie had a sprint where someone started Bourne, Myers, Nix, Palmer, Polk. He's just trying to get his guys. Trying to get his guys, dude.
Jalen Tolbert. All right, maybe we're
No, he is star methoding. He
I know.
Walked away.
I see that.
Worthy or
don't
shit?
Go. I wouldn't go.
Oh, never mind. Keenan.
Yeah, I think Keenan is a good fall here.
Okay. Damn, D Rosas. I'm praying for you. I'm also praying.
I'm just praying we can survive this.
Yeah, I'm praying that it doesn't get thrown out. I hate that. All right.
Pick a tight end. Oh no, we
have a tight end
with Kelsey. Yeah.
Oh,
would you go wrong? Oh no,
Zero. No. Oh no. Damn, my finger slipped, dude. That's crazy.
How did that get in there?
How did that happen? I have Keenan ranked ahead of McLaurin in my stuff. I just want more. Okay, let's see what happens here. Paris Campbell. All right, this one might get thrown out.
I don't know if it's a troll or if it's
he's got purpose. Like I wonder if he's.
It's a troll star method because like how do you do Jalen Tolbert and not Brandon Cooks?
That's it would be. Oh, you're right. Because what I do is I just type in the team.
I know, but you'd go in order.
You go in order, yeah.
I think we're being had.
I think we are being had. I think he's probably trolling. I think what he's doing right now, this is classic. He's trying to get it thrown out.
He's got a badge though. I mean, it's
well, didn't the guy who got banned? Didn't the guy who got banned have a badge?
Yeah. Yeah,
the clock isn't even running out. Big Lenny making a great point here. Okay.
Maybe he hit the
yeah, you will get banned if you do this. You will get banned and you will be in jail.
Oh, this stinks. Well, it's a good thing these are 20-second clocks, so it's not 45 minutes. It's only going to be 30.
What I need is I need Rudman to like come in referee
mid and just put like a big stop sign shows up on this.
Shut it down. No, it's like when I came back to my dorm room on Black Friday and I logged into Full Tilt and it was just the FBI logo. Like that's all it is.
Yeah, it's rough.
This is exactly what happened. He got star methoded and he's trying to get it thrown out.
So he's playing it like a continued star method, but it's probably on purpose. The reason they can't or won't do that, like even if they did set up the infrastructure to like identify, like I think they would. Like Goddard is fine. Tolbert may or may not be fine. Like once it's Paris Campbell's like, all right, you're done. But if they were to put the stop sign on now, everyone would learn what you can get away with. Okay,
he's back.
We're back. All right, play like a champion. Let's win.
Yeah. I'll make this pick, then I'll do this anecdote.
Are you making the pick?
Oh yeah, here we're up.
Okay, never mind. The pick is made for us. Yeah.
I've barely gotten auto drafted on any of these teams. Like all these slow drafts and everything I'm doing, I did realize I was on auto draft on one DK one. I just happened to be going through teams, and I had 3 quarterbacks. I had 3 quarterbacks through 9 picks, and I am trying to salvage that one right now.
Yep,
Warren,
this is correct. Yep.
Nice. Have to backstack Stroud when you can't. Yeah. Underdog has the capability of seeing when you click the star based on data activity usage on their website, so they could technically see if you're starring after the fact.
Yeah, like they could if like I don't know. We'll see. Let's see the clock usage here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because Burrow's ADP is like 90 something. So this was not the only conceivable thing was like he put a couple of week 17s and then he just hit the plane because he took the naked Stroud. But like Joe Burrow's ahead of ADP, so like the plane would not lead you to Joe Burrow.
Maybe he's got default like weird rankings in.
Possible still.
Has anyone considered that Yoshivasa is running so much slot wide receiver in camp because Chase is sitting out? When Chase signs and returns, who do you think gets pushed out of the rotation? So this is not true because Trenton Irwin is playing a lot in camp right now. And guess what? Trenton Irwin is not a part of their plans. So I think what they're having them do is I think Irwin is taking what would have been Chase's snaps, and Irwin is going to go to the back of the line when
Burton left practice.
He's back today though. He's fine. How does the throwout work? Does the draft do a redo? Do you just lose the entry? How quickly? How often does it happen? So you'll get an email and they'll say your draft got thrown out.
I think they run it weekly-ish.
Yeah.
Like they won't do it. Well, it probably takes resources. They just don't want to do it too quickly so that you know what you can and can't get away with.
Correct. So this is the issue. Like this doesn't matter for Best Ball Mania really because you'll have a chance to do it again, but it will matter. It will matter for this contest. Like
you're only going to get 3 if this gets lost.
They could throw this contest out after it fills, but it would just open back up for like another. Well, how would that work?
They'll throw like 6 lobbies in,
or they just eat it. They just eat the $200 or $40 a break or whatever.
Yeah,
they'd be missing out. Yeah, I noticed this too. I got a couple thrown out earlier in the season, and I haven't gotten any.
I mean, I know that like
a while.
They still do it.
They definitely still do it. Yeah, I'll just get refunded $25, which I'd rather have this team.
I know. Yeah, it's fine unless you want to do Wicks or no. We can. We're good at receiver for a while here.
We need the running back more. I would have taken James Conner on the team at the last pick, but I think he was gone. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he went right before us.
I use the Endgame Syndicate Draft Caddy, Mr. BB. We're up real quick. What do you want to do?
What's the running
back, or do you want to take Wicks?
Dude, I'm on its quorum kick. But if you want Wicks, you're not.
Wicks, and then this is the 6 running back team.
Okay.
And we can take Aaron Rodgers on this team. Yeah, I use the Underdog Draft Caddy. The Draft Caddy is $29, or you can use the Easy Sheet, EasyDFS.xyz. What do you charge? $100 now?
You get the whole year for $100. Yeah, it doesn't display on here. You'd have to run it on the side. But yeah, I'll do like weekly DFS stuff. Plan to do some Underdog, Battle Royale, daily draft stuff, but conventional DraftKings. But you can get the draft stuff for $69 US.
Clay, this is more mid IQ than you even know, because it's not even unique to the Giants coaching staff. It's just been his nickname forever. When
the Bills drafted him, they called him Motor.
Yeah. So I had this exact same thought process last year with the Texans. I was like, oh, I'm such an idiot. DeMeco Ryans calls him Motor, and I didn't take him. But then I just realized that's like basically his nickname.
That's his name. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
it might as well be his name. Like
it might as well be
calls him like maybe his parents call him Devin, but the entire every colloquially he's known.
It's like how Hollywood Brown's name is Hollywood in the draft applet, not Marquise.
Oh, so annoying.
Well, it is very annoying because it messed up the sheets. You had to go back and redo the sheets.
Yeah.
Polk could get ahead of that range if he has a good preseason game. If May or Brissett or whatever looks good in preseason, and like if Polk does like what Tank Dell did in that preseason game last year. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing but air between
nothing
him
supporting that range
up. Josh Palmer.
Oh, let's check in on D Rosas. He took Caleb Williams and then he took Rashid Shaheed.
I don't know.
I'm 50-50 on this one getting thrown out. I'd say plus 110 for a throw out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 49-51.
All right, your boy might come back to us.
Which boy? I don't even remember.
Corum.
Oh, that'd be sick. But yeah, Polk. I think Polk can like with a one or two good preseason games, like he can go into that. What did we used to call it? What was it last year? The Sutton, like who's the last?
The last of the tier at wide receiver.
Like he could for sure be in there. I don't know why he can't. Yeah, Corum goes.
I'm drafting like a Patriot, dude.
Proud of you,
Chubb.
What are your thoughts? Yeah, is Sharps gone? Oh, Sharps. No. Sharps.
Why do we want Sharps? Who does he correlate? Just for the vibes?
He correlates with Keenan.
Oh, sure.
In week 17.
Okay. All right. Do we need to be?
And the other thing is, I hate Jerome Ford a little less. So I was going to say you can take whichever Brown falls, or Eckler.
Rico. Freiermuth correlates with our Chiefs. Done at tight end.
Yeah, let's do Muth. Because I want Justin Fields. This is going to be a Fields team.
Yeah, there we go. Rico Dowdle would have been good for this team. That's what we should have done right there.
Yeah, Muth probably wasn't correct, but sometimes your brain latches on to like something that's like kind of funny. It's more funny than it is good, but it's at least like somewhat good, and you're like
at least a reason to click.
Yeah.
All right, Wilson, Harrison, Kelsey, Pickens, Keenan, Worthy, Kyler, Warren, Chase Brown, Wicks, Sharps, Freiermuth. So the only thing is we're not going to have a Ram on this team, and that kind of sucks because we just missed on Corum.
Dude, you got Whittington, you got Demarcus Robinson.
Don't say Demarcus. We could take Whittington, but I'm not doing Demarcus Robinson. It's like,
I would take Robinson.
What are the people? One second, let me answer this. I am comfortable playing running back this thin normally if you take 6, which I will be taking 6 because we have an elite quarterback, we have an elite tight end. So I don't want all my teams to look like this, but I'd like a certain portion of them to look like this. Here's the thing, Drew and C Money and WFN. You guys cannot fool me. I am familiar with DeMarcus Robinson's game. You guys can maybe get fooled. I can't be fooled. I watched every snap DeMarcus Robinson played for 4 years. I'm very comfortable with who DeMarcus Robinson is, and that DeMarcus Robinson is not gonna be the guy who ends my season.
This is DeMarcus Robinson's 9th training camp. I do not care if he's having a good training camp.
I literally do not care. I literally do not care. He D Rosas is back on the straight and narrow. He went Caleb, Shaheed, Davis, Dotson all in a row. So he's roughly aligned. If D-Rob is in the best shape of his life at 31, then he should be fucking embarrassed because he was playing on a Super
He's playing
Bowl
with Patrick Mahomes for half a decade.
How about Mahomes and Lamar? He's in the best shape of his life at 31 with the Rams. Shame on him. Shame on him, dude. DeMarcus Robinson is on the razor's edge of like, if he wasn't having a good camp, he'd be on the razor's edge of playing in the CFL.
DeMarcus Robinson scored a touchdown in 3 or 4 consecutive weeks and scored between 12 and 16 fantasy points. Like we saw the ceiling. I just don't care.
He did in one game against the Raiders with Pat have 6 for 147 and 2. It was his first career 100-yard game.
Pat's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
I hope this is not true, but it sounds like that's what they want to do. All right, let's make this pick.
We've got some good options here, like really good. Yes, those are them.
Yeah. Which one do you want to do first?
There's no real stack consideration, so maybe Algier just to tilt a little early.
We got no
season stability.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just missed.
Oh, Jalen. Let's go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Should Rice be going in front of Hollywood? Yeah, I think Rice. Rice should be going first of all of them now. I think I think Rice, Hollywood, Worthy is probably the right order, but obviously you want all of them.
Yeah.
All right. Wright or Dobbins or Vidal?
Not Vidal. The case for Dobbins is he's a unique buy compared to everyone else and maybe some early season stuff, but I like Jalen Wright quite a lot too.
I think we got the early season stuff.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
With Warren and Brown, I think we've got the early season stuff. Weirdly now, Chase Brown went from kind of being like a late season, he pops because he's the young guy type thing, to it's like, well, actually, he could be benched by week 8 if he just.
I was gonna say the funniest thing for not Jalen Wright, for Chase Brown is he goes nuclear and then misses 3 blocks in October 1st and it's over.
Tyson Williams was the best running back on the Ravens that year that everyone died suddenly. Remember the year that Dobbins, Edwards, and Hill all got injured in the preseason, and Tyson was like, oh shit, he's going to be the week 1 starting running back. And he had like 70 yards in the first half. And then he blew a pass block against the Raiders, like got Lamar absolutely lit up, and it was just over. It was just was over for him.
Yeah.
You
see this Justice Hill?
Yeah, I don't care about that at all. I mean, how could you possibly care about that?
No, I was going to say, like, it's so, like, I was trying to see, like, what percentage of snaps did Justice Hill play in a backfield with Gus Edwards and Keaton Mitchell?
About 38%, I bet.
Yeah, and it's like, why would he get more than that with Derrick Henry, who they just paid?
The thing that is going to happen is that the Keaton Mitchell bros are going to end up being upset, though, because Keaton will not play over Justice Hill.
No, Keaton's going to get the ball 4 times a game in December.
And
like
if he's back, and maybe not even that, because Rasheen Ali is like actually a good running back. Like Keaton Mitchell was like kind of like a fun running back, but Rasheen Ali is just a good running back.
Yeah, that I don't know. He was on. I was trying to. You remember the Hard Knocks draft board leak that did you see that floating around the internet with the
the red lad
color coding? Yeah. So I was like, there's only so many fantasy relevant players on that list that had stuff. Like Rasheen Ali, I think, had like a size concern, maybe.
Yeah, he's a little small. Which, I mean, he played for the
Marshall. Really, he's listed 5'11", 209.
He played for the Marshall Thundering Herd, so it's not like
they're Marshall.
Yeah, that's who I use in the NCAA 25.
I have a Boise one going right now. I'm in like 27 or 8.
All right, what do you want to do? You want Fields to be the second quarterback on this team?
Yeah. Do we have an out for any other quarterback? No. Dude, I would say take Justin Fields here.
Rodgers.
No, Rodgers is probably gone. Is the problem?
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take Dortch first, obviously.
Sure.
That was literally
D-Rob was sitting right there.
He was sitting right there. He was sitting right there, dude. He's sitting right there. Brother,
here's
D-Rob.
All right, so here's the story that I'll do my best, David Kitchen, except I'll tell you the story. Take
Ray Davis,
Fields. Just take Fields. Who cares? Just take Fields. If we don't get Fields, this team is dead.
Say less.
We probably should have taken Ray Davis, but The story that this team
is very funny.
Yeah, I saw that. Dude, I met Brandon Jacobs at a DraftKings thing years ago, and he made me look like a fucking child. He is so big because he's like 6'4", 265. Man, he's a big dude.
All right, tell me the story.
Oh, the story. The story is that Kyler gets us there, but obviously it's Justin Fields against Travis Kelce going blow for blow in week 17.
I don't know if you caught this, but several Steelers beat writers have indicated, or like I think it's literally a case of they can't say because of some of the rules about reporting, but they've indicated that they've got like the Taysom Hill shit for Fields. That they have like
no doubt. Like they should.
It's like what would get Arthur Smith out of bed in the morning, and it would definitely be Russell Wilson pitching the ball to Justin Fields. Yes. Yeah. So that we got outs. We got plenty of outs.
That's all.
And by that, I mean we got very few outs, but it's fine.
Yeah, Auburn backfield was sick. Ronnie Brown and Cadillac, I think, went 4 and 5 in the draft. Can you imagine in the modern game 2 running backs from the same college team going top 5 or 6 in the NFL draft?
I can't even really think of backfield mates who've been drafted together in a while. It used to be relatively common.
You could have gotten it. You could have gotten it with Michigan, like Donovan Edwards. The guy who's still there is better than Blake
he's
Corum.
Better than Corum.
Yeah, but
the TCU guys,
he stayed.
DeMarcado and Kendra Miller both got drafted.
Yeah, all the Texas guys.
Yeah, Roshan.
Keelan Robinson.
Roshan honestly doesn't count. He literally he was a quarterback, dude. He got. People they forget this lore. He was recruited to Texas as a quarterback.
That's why he's recruited as what?
As a linebacker.
Yeah.
He was like a 4-star linebacker. Like he was like a legit. Yeah. And then I think what happened, it must have been he got to camp and they were like, dude, you are too big and too fast to play linebacker.
Yeah. Dude, Reggie Bush and Lindell White.
I do have one Penix team in the puppy because I had Pitts in London and someone took Kirk Cousins unstacked and I was just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, this would be amazing if we backdoored one of the running backs. Yeah.
I think we're going to land this.
Rusty, I've pondered this many times. I've pondered what if Texas backups Keelan Robinson and Jordan Whittington are the league winners this year. I've pondered it. I've looked deep into my orb and I've thought there's a very good chance that this is true. All right, we really are just fading RB4043 being a stream watcher. Yeah. Sony Michel and Nick Chubb.
With Roshan, I guess.
On this team, it doesn't matter. All right, wide receiver or a third quarterback?
We don't have a third quarterback that makes sense for us. So
Nick's an estimate, dude.
No, I don't think that does anything for you.
Or is there a wide receiver that makes sense with? No, not really.
I kind of like Tez. Oh, dude, like if you want to go Whittington, like now's your Whittington.
You know, the thing that I like about taking zeros is I like taking zeros with style points.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to take a zero, my zero is not going to be Jalen Hyatt. You know, my zero.
I think Hyatt has a little bit of style points.
Hyatt. Okay, who is the least style? Zay Jones, 0 style points.
Darius
Jones, Darius Slayton. Traylon Burks, Juwan Jennings. These are zeros with no style points. Yeah, and as Beef Swerve says, the Rams did find the last puka. I think we landed this one. I think this one: Wilson, Harrison, Kelce, Pickens, Keenan, Worthy, Kyler with Harrison. Warren is our Chiefs Steelers bring back. Chase Brown, 107. Wicks, obviously. Maybe should have taken Chubb instead of Charbonnet. I would have preferred that to be Corum.
Like maybe Freiermuth is the mistake here.
Freiermuth is the mistake. Freiermuth was not great. Algier and Wright, whatever. Dortch, whatever. No, Dortch is a good pick with Kyler. Fields, I mean,
there is a funny comment. Beefcake says there's a chance 3 zeros to end the draft. Dude, there's a chance we ended with 4 or 5 zeros.
I think
like Jalen Wright down could all be zeros.
could just be contributing nothing. could be absolutely nothing. Which is fine. Whatever. Just in the back of your head, remember, EZ, that if I have a sweat and the Rottweiler at any point, you have half the equity. Okay.
That's true.
So just I guess we know the contest that you will be rooting for me in.
Dude, I root for your success most of the time.
It's just about. You know what?
I root for you to have polarizing outcomes.
Yes.
I don't want you to come in last. I want you to lose very painfully, or I'm fine with you winning too.
No, see, Beefcake has it absolutely correct. I would so much rather have teams come in 12th than a bunch of 5th place teams.
Oh yeah.
Because if you have a bunch of 5th place teams, it means you drafted so suboptimally. Like, it means you drafted terribly.
Yeah. And I got into, I don't know if you're in the Twitter streets today, but I've been going this beef with
who?
With how the pros do.
Oh.
And he's just like a total freaking idiot. Like someone just directly next to him had DJ Moore Keenan in Rome, and he just took naked Caleb, and he already had Anthony Richardson stacked with JT and Pittman, and he took Caleb like a full.
By the way, how the pros do it would be the classic Michael Pittman Jr. drafter. Absolutely.
Yes, 100% with JT. So he does that, and then I tell him like, dude, you're drawing dead, and he's like, he's going off. Like, and the only reason I bring it up is to be like, he's like, oh, no one has ever won week 7. Everyone's telling him like, oh, week 17, dude, you have to stack week 17. And he's like, no one's ever won without winning their league first. Yes. Oh, he's for sure baiting me, but I'm going to get the best of this because we're going to do like $100 a week in NFL head-to-heads, and I feel good about that.
You will probably get the best of it.
But you stack to finish first and second in your league. Like, people way overestimate, and I have supreme confidence in my ball knowing, but like,
yeah,
you can't come in first and second just because you know which players are good better than the other 12 guys. Like, you have to stack like in things to go right to win leagues.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm Justin Jefferson
no doubt.
here. Yeah. But yeah, I think like you stack not only like stacking is great in the playoffs, but stacking is also good to say, if I was right that DJ Moore was a good pick, and I was right about,
Well, it's also helping the points bunch in your starting lineup. Like,
correct.
It's just
hey,
so
weeks
it's just
2,
so obvious.
4, 7, 8, 9. They score the Bears.
You got a bunch
30,
of points,
and I won.
all in your You got a bunch of points in your lineup those weeks. Yeah, it's good. It's good for both things. Yeah, Ecock. I mean, we might not. We just did McBride and Kyler, so maybe we won't do it on this one. But yeah, the people know what I'm about, and honestly, that makes me feel proud. What do we have here for badges?
For friends.
Fantasy football is fun. Joshy Merlot, B Smurf, Ecoxer are all watching.
So football is fun. He was in the last one. He's in the ship chasing group.
Yeah.
He had AJ Brown, and he was drafting right next to whatever his name was, the Jalen Hurts guy, the Goddard guy. So he just missed. So he had to witness that from the lens of, you sniped me on Jalen Hurts, and then you go and just like ruin the whole draft.
Not ideal. That's not what you want. Tough scene for the boy.
Yeah, Noah's in those 7.
All right. Well,
good old Beige Robinson.
It is going to be one of the funniest things. Okay, so like Noah's in the 7-hole, Lucas is in the 3-hole. All right, so basically, this is a friends and family draft.
I don't mind that, especially
Nico and Waddle.
How much Jalen Waddle?
How much do you hate? How much do you hate Nico and Waddle at the 1-2 turn?
I don't know. If I speak, it's the what's his name? Who's the coach?
Mike McDaniel.
If I speak, no, the soccer coach. If I speak, I'm in big trouble.
Jose Mourinho. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to be in big trouble.
AJ Brown in London is a pretty strong start. That's like the appropriate
that's
range
nice.
for Drake London.
That's nice. I think London is fine even at the turn. I'm starting to come around to it.
I'm not going to do Gibbs London.
Yeah, that's tough.
All right, Josh Merlot, take Jonathan Taylor so that EZ and I don't have to argue.
I think that would be interesting. Maybe not in this room, though, is a problem.
That's the thing. Yeah, as we're going to get.
Yeah, this room is going to punish us. Yeah.
A-Chain or Adams?
Yeah. Adams, I think, all day, especially in this room.
All right.
This is also setting up to be a perfect meme team where you can build a pretty viable team with Justin Jefferson in the 4 hole and have no ADP reaches and just draft everything correlated because of the playoff stuff.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Is it too much of a reach at 3 to go Kelsey Mahomes at the 2-3 turn and then go Rice Worthy at the 4 or 5? You are giving up, like you're going to be projected for a lot fewer points than the teams that go like Cooper Kupp, Devin A-Chain at the 2-3, but it is insane uniqueness, relatively speaking. Like,
it depends on the contest. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends on the contest.
I don't know that the contests reward you enough for that uniqueness. Like, it seems really fun. I don't think you're rewarded enough for it. Sick.
Devontae?
Kyron or Devontae. Oh, or Metcalf for like week for some stacking stuff. But
Devontae gives us the Hurts after ADP out.
Yeah, that happens a lot these days.
It does.
But the AJ Bryant was behind us.
Dab K says that he drafted the team with the most ADP value according to Leone's bucket. So the most ADP value in the contest, team flamed out in week 15. Nothing matters.
Dude, it's hard to advance.
It is. It's hard to advance. It's hard to win $1.5 million USD. Saquon and Dortch or Nico and Braylon? Nico and Braylon all day, I think. Right?
I don't know. My brain is not operating there.
It's just that's a round 2, round 16, 2v2.
Not my lame answer is not enough info. Like, because Nico with Stroud, then you go that side otherwise.
Right.
Yeah, I probably do go Nico side almost no matter what, actually.
Yeah, the KC guys are steaming up very high. Yeah, this guy Coxer is going to do
the problem. So the problem with don't do the Mahomes Kelsey 2-3 in like Best Ball Mania.
Yeah,
because you're half the teams have, and I will say like Rashee Rice is still fine. Like Liam I think has said like Rashee Rice is not a great pick because half the lobby has him in the 70s. And I think like so many of those teams have messed up other stuff that is fine. But I wouldn't then compound it. Like I wouldn't reach on like 3-4 consecutive guys for uniqueness when it's not even unique.
Can a non-correlated team take it down? No.
Yeah, it did last year.
No, it didn't.
I mean, kind of.
He had a bunch of stacks, but he got sniped on his quarterback. Yeah.
He had Love and Jaden Reed.
Right. Yeah. So I think that just like ask yourself this: what would be easier to do? Would it be easier to pick the team that scores the most points, like the NFL team that scores the most points, or pick the individual players that score the most points? It would be much harder to do the individual player.
That is the exact thesis behind stacking.
All right. Well, Joshy, what are you gonna do, buddy? Hurts?
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with pushing it.
Fish Mob, who picks after us, has Saquon Barkley, but he doesn't have a badge.
No, don't so get the CeeDee Lamb. I've done the CeeDee Lamb, and I was like, screw it, I'll get Goddard later. I've done
that. When does tail end scoring outcomes plateau for large man finals? Example: 90-man final versus 500 versus 5,000. Yeah. There's a really easy way to think about this. Go look at a 100-man DK contest versus go look at the difference between the Spy and the Thunderdome and the winning scores. That's like a great way to understand it.
Sure. I thought you were talking about like player profiles and stuff, and I think that would be too overthinking it, because like everyone will be roughly, it's like percent owned, right?
Yeah.
Like even bad plays end up having some ownership in the finals one way or another.
Fuck, I was gonna say ETN was a good pick. What do you want to
do? Rice, Terry. No, not Terry. I mean, I would just go Rice here, dude. Like, who cares? Like, who are we kidding? Who are we gonna say? Like Josh Jacobs? Like, but
yeah. 2 QB best ball league, 3 wide receivers starting. You have the number 2 pick. I would take Allen or Hurts. Then I would take, I guess, with quarterbacks, you might be able to get Jamar Chase, and then you'd be able to get Devonta Smith or DJ Moore, Cooper Kupp with the 3rd round. Like, basically, just take your quarterback first, and then sweat it out from there. I would also, in a 2 QB league this year, I would take multiples of the rookies. I would take like
I agree, dude.
I would take May and Nix and those guys.
Yeah, I mean the bull cases on like Caleb and Jaden Daniels are very clear, and I think that there's something to be said for like, should Caleb be going ahead of Jaden Daniels, like given the prospect prodigy or not prodigy, like pedigree, I should say, in that he was a prodigy. I was combining, but like and how sick the Bears could be with their receiver investments. But like the QBs 3 through 5, I think could all be pretty good, like situationally. Drake May, the one I'm least excited about situationally. I really think JJ McCarthy, and I don't love, like, I have every reason to not like him because I'm a Penn State guy and, you know, he's Michigan man, but like he's walking into just like the 101. Like, can you imagine, like, your team goes to London and comes back on a bye, and then you walk in and like Jordan Addison is fairly well rested because he missed the first 3 weeks. TJ Hawkinson is well rested. You have the best wide receiver in the NFL, maybe even in history, in Justin Jefferson. You have a coach that got Nick Mullins to throw for 1,100 yards in a 3-week span. Like,
pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. There are two things. There are 2 things here. Why is a round 8 strat with 2 Texans wide receivers considered worse than round 4 Mahomes with round 5, 6 wide receivers? The primary reason is that the Texans were a negative pass rate over expectation team and one of the highest first down rush rate teams in the NFL last year. And the Chiefs are the opposite. In the time that Mahomes has been their quarterback, they lead the NFL in pass rate over expectation by like 10% over every other team in the NFL.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the long and short of it.
And the Chiefs went out of their way to like set up their team to reinvest in the passing game in a way that hasn't been there since Tyreek left.
We got to make this pick, but I want to come back to this question. Fuck.
Nice.
Yeah, that.
I'm not like in love, but like maybe one of those running backs between White and Walker. I would not take Ladd with his injury stuff now. White's a good fall, but Walker could be fine too.
That sucks. How do you think about exposures once you've gotten CLV? If you had 16% Watson ADP 100, would you still draft him once he's at ADP 80? This is going to depend on kind of your personal philosophy and how, if you're a market-based drafter or a player-takes-based drafter. I like do a little bit of both. Like, I'll have some guys that I'm like, I like that guy almost regardless of price. Watson actually would be
correct.
that I liked at his old price and I like him now.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, someone who's like a running back riser. Like Chase Brown. Chase Brown is actually a good example. Like I really loved Chase Brown at running back.
Zeke.
38.
Here's Zeke. Like Zeke, would you know?
Not going to chase. I take Zeke a little bit where he goes, but if he's running back 32, I'm taking none of him. Like literally none of him. This is the point, is that the Texans are just, if you look at the Shanahan tree stuff, it's just they're just a lower volume offense.
They did add Diggs, so that could be a philosophical change, but then they also paid Joe Mixon.
Yeah. So this is a tricky spot.
Yeah.
Connor? There's not really any correlation.
Yeah, can you go ADP real quick?
Kamara.
You don't like Kamara? Is it bring back for Adams?
No, I don't. Might rather take round 19 Kendre Miller.
Nah, I think that's a leak.
I mean, I don't like. Obviously, I'm still taking Chase Brown as he rises a little bit, but I'm not gonna chase him all the way up to like where Aaron Jones, James Conner are going. Yeah, this is a great example. I am still taking Estimate now as the cost has risen a little bit. Like I was taking him before, but I am still taking him not every time, kind of like I was before.
Yeah, dude, Rashi is the best example of this for you.
Yes, yeah, I'm still taking him.
Yeah, because you're also getting different. You will naturally get less as he gets more expensive, I think, just unless you're like absolutely crazy, which sometimes you are. But so you'll naturally get less, and all of your team roster constructions are going to be much different, especially when guys like Mahomes, slides from pick 12 to pick 1, depending on like what part of the summer you're in. Like your combinations are going to be much different, even if some like individual players are more expensive.
Sure. Do you see Deuce Vaughn's not going to make the team now? I was really rooting for him. I love that dude.
Yeah.
A short king who went to Kansas State University, but he's got a bum hamstring. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rough run out.
Yeah, this is not great. Falling a little bit behind a wide receiver, which I don't love.
I mean, not really.
Maybe we should have just taken Ladd there for real.
I am officially worried. I think the combination of Ladd dealing with stuff and Herbert dealing with stuff, like I think you just let it settle. It might be one of those things where in a week it like was literally nothing and you feel stupid, but I think the correct move right now is to just like chill.
And it's just the Chargers. Like it's just the Chargers stink. You know how the Chargers stink. It's over it.
Infamously, I'm sure it's a completely different medical staff, but like infamously, this is how Justin Herbert got his start.
This is literally how Justin Herbert got his start. Yeah. There is FUD on Lloyd, but I'm not really sweating it, to be honest.
I am. I think he goes to the bottom of that group. I would take Addison here.
Yeah, I agree. We are far.
Ferguson is also interesting as like a little bring back for the Eagles, but like I kind of want to leave the light on for Goddard.
No, Ferguson is a good pick, but yeah, we are behind enough at wide receiver that I think we do, and we have Jefferson, so that's like just like the Vikings bet.
Yeah.
Chargers are this year's. Well, no, I guess we just answered your question. 93. We feel comfy.
I have him ranked 91 now, but like that's so fragile because like with one bit of news that goes to 70, with one bit of news it goes to 180.
In cumulative best ball, I guess I would probably take Darnold. No. I don't know. Season long, it would definitely be McCarthy, though. Season long, where I have the ability to make roster moves, it would definitely be McCarthy.
I think it's drafters. I think he's saying for drafters.
Yeah.
I think McCarthy starts more games.
All right, this is actually a good spot to take Zach Moss.
Oh no.
No. What do you want to do? Pollard? We're up.
Yeah, Pollard, Lockett. Yeah.
I always do this. We're gonna take Pollard, but I always do this. I forget for some reason. It must just be the way the board lines up. I forget that the Titans and the Eagles have the same bye week, and I've ended up with a couple Will Levis, Jalen Hurts teams, and then had to get to the end and be like, shit, I got to take Bo Nix now. Chase Brown, yeah. Fonzie's got his skis on. I didn't really realize he was there. I filtered on the I was filtered by ADP and not by my ranking, so I didn't see he was there.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah,
Chase Brown. Yeah.
Did we get Chase Brown on any of these Rottweiler teams?
Yeah, we got him. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Then we
might have had him on like multiple.
All right. Well, when you don't take him on everyone, it feels bad. The Zach Moss acolytes are the strangest people in fantasy football, I think.
I think he's fine. It's just like I want to see the bottom fall out first.
Sure. I mean, he's got 30 spots left to fall.
I had like my positioning is, I think the Chase Brown hype is like gone a little too far. Like, well, I don't think real football is going to be kind to him necessarily. I for sure can be wrong on that, but I'm buying it because like the upside is there. And I had literally 0 Zach Moss despite that, because I just don't think Zach Moss can matter in a way that you want at that cost, where he's going around, guys that can legitimately own their backfields in a way that I don't think Zach Moss can. So I'm just like, but I would take Zach Moss a bunch in the 120s, like a bunch.
I mean, Zach Moss is truly one of the worst running backs that has maintained an NFL contract. He is a right about replacement level pass blocker, but an below average pass catcher, a below average rusher. Remember Jordan Howard? He had that one really good. He had that one.
He was really good as a rookie.
Yeah, that is kind of what Zach Moss is. Where it's
wasn't really good. He was like a plotter. Yeah.
He can't really break tackles. He's not fast, but he just doesn't make a lot of mistakes. That's kind of all that he can offer. And if you're a Super Bowl team with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and these like young pass catchers, like that's kind of what you need. You just kind of need a running back to not fuck up. Yeah, honestly, kind of like Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
All right. Ship it. Don't be spurred to Joshy Merlot.
What is his second tight end? Did really need to do that? We could. I don't like him that much. But like we could do Brandon Cooks here as a bring back, because like our path to Cowboys is not really there, and if we're behind a receiver,
I'd rather have Tolbert. We're gonna take Corum here.
Okay.
How does Brandon Cooks matter for us?
That game shoots out. I don't know. Like it's not someone that I have much or like any of really.
All right, well, start putting your thinking cap on for backdoor tight ends and 3 tight end teams. All right. Hurts, Smith. A lot of week 6 buys here. We got Jefferson, Rice, and Addison. Week 6 buys, dude.
We also have weeks 1, 2, and 3 buys with Rice and Addison, perhaps. I mean, honestly, that is the nut run out. Actually, would be Rice. That's probably why you wanted Brandon Cooks, though, right? On this team,
yeah,
you have him score 8 points for you, and
September
10th.
That's true. 8.2 underdog points in week 1. I don't really like Otten. I don't know. It feels like the McMillan thing is going to limit whatever his sort of target tree would be. All right, what do you want to do here?
Can you do receiver by ADP?
Downs, Davis,
gross.
Schultz, Freiermuth. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You want to just go Benson and shut it down, or Zeke?
Let's do.
Hurry. Hurry.
It's too late. I didn't have the fingers. I didn't have the quick fingers.
Gabe Davis is a little bring back for Tony Pollard. What if?
Sure. What if Gabe speeds the game up?
Dude, they're just like trading 80-yard touchdowns back and forth.
They're trading 80-yard touchdowns. I have had the thought. I don't know how many. I've had this thought like 4 or 5 times of what if it really was just really the hamstring, the tightrope with Pollard, and he actually is just totally back. And
what if
I've been waiting my whole life for the healthy Tony Pollard explosion season, and this is it.
The saddest thing would be to be like a Tony Pollard bag holder for 4 years. You like finally almost get there, and it's like cut out from under you, and then you give up, and then you give up.
Yeah, Lucas, what if one-off Gabe Davis 12 picks ahead of ADP auto pick is what you need?
It's 9 picks.
And also, if you are the fucking nerd sweating ADP in round 11, bro, come on.
Right. I mean, he's not wrong. I would have preferred it to be Trey Benson or something, but it's whatever. Oh, no, we have James Conner, so that would have been stupid.
That would have been bad. Yeah. Well, yeah. No. I don't know. I can talk myself into it. It was not great. But sometimes my fingers just they're not clicking fast enough. Damn, did Rico go? This team was crying out for Rico Dowdle. Oh, he went early in this one.
Ooh.
He went before. Yeah.
We didn't need a running back there. I think Gabe Davis, dude, is fine. Like I have Gabe Davis ranked in the 120s. He definitely he correlates with Devontae Adams in week 16 as well as Pollard in 17.
I do. I love the extra weeks of correlation now that we can do.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do here?
We'll click the blue button.
I think these are both good.
They're all fine.
Yeah, they're all fine, I guess.
What about the third one?
Not on this team. We are already loaded.
Not too many Vikings.
Too many Vikings and too many week 6 buys.
So what about Musgrave as a bring back for the Vikings? I mean, I like Komet. It's just fine too.
No, Musgrave's. I like Musgrave better.
Okay.
All right, that's fine. Getting it back on track here. What are you thinking you want to do for second quarterback? Because we're kind of stuck.
JJ.
No.
Yes, dude. This is the team. Oh, Hurts has to be 5 buy.
If we're gonna take a guy who doesn't start till week 7. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Can I summarize my Otten FUD? Absolutely. I would be happy to summarize this Cade Otten FUD for you. Let me just go ahead and pull up his game logs here. So
we're on the clock in 2 picks. 2 picks when we'll have the world will be our oyster.
Hard to see a world where you can. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like
I agree with that.
Those stacks are so much more common. So that's a good point.
I would be open to, and I know you don't want to. I would really be open to Hawkinson here, or like Dotson. This is way past for Dotson. This can counteract, the bad ADP we got on Gabe Davis. I know you want McCaffrey later.
No, it's fine. That's probably a combo I have very little of, like naked Dotson without Bijan or without London.
Oh, dude, I have yeah. It's all backstack Dotson for me. I don't really take him naked.
Yeah. All right, so I will do this real quick. So the Cade Otten snap shares, he dipped below 90%.
Has nowhere to go. But down.
He dipped below 90% no times. He maxed out at this game. So if you took this random game away from him, you were talking about literally Noah Gray. It just yeah.
I think to be slightly less harsh, I think Cade Otten is between fine and good on stacks.
Sure.
Or like I just need a body. He's not a target, but I think his cost is like totally fine. He's younger than you think. He's probably only 26, if I had to guess, maybe even 25.
Not even. This is only his third year.
Yeah. It's like there could be something there. And like I know there's a lot of hype around Jalen McMillan, but like if he was he a 3rd round pick or even 4th? McMillan?
Cade Otton? I think
no, Jalen McMillan.
Jalen McMillan was a 3rd round pick.
Like 3rd round wide receiver picks bust 60% of the time. I'm making it up.
Sure, probably more.
So he's got a path. It's not great. That's why I prefer it in stacks.
Okay. I do hate these teams where I just feel lost at backup quarterback.
You can go 3 quarterbacks if we take like we can do. Well, we don't really have a Patriot yet, but you could do a Drake May. Here's what you do. You were doing Levis, who overlaps with Hurts, and then you get because McCarthy isn't going to play that week. Never mind.
What if we get
just?
What if we get Justin Fields? What if we get naked Justin Fields again?
It's not naked. He's the bring back. What if the Fields Rice mini is what you need? Roman Wilson is still available later, obviously.
Calvin Austin, even people are saying, is available later.
I'm very confident he'll be available.
What
Oh, dude, you got this Minshew or AOC.
There's actually we got to take Cousins, like a bazillion spots after ADP.
No,
we can take Rondale.
Ugh. Brother, we're on the clock though. 10 seconds.
We got to do Cousins.
I can't see it, so you're not letting me see it. So
sorry.
That's fine.
He's a bazillion spots after ADP, and we took Dotson.
I think that was a huge.
I mean, it's like there's no way Kirk Cousins is contributing to us in week 17, but it gets us through week 5. Who do the Falcons play in week 5? The Falcons play home to the Buccaneers, so we just got we have a Buccaneer correlation.
No, you don't need the correlation there. You don't need it. You don't need it. Oh, so good.
Whatever. Can't be.
I agree with that.
Can't be that bad, but it definitely can't be that good.
Who did Rondale lose his job to? Is that
Ray McLeod? Yeah. All right. What do you want to do? We're up. Running back, tight end.
Go back in time.
Conklin, Gibson, Estime. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna send it.
Senate, welcome to the team, sir.
We're doing the double bring back.
Double bring back.
And we're gonna get Luke McCaffrey next time, and he can go. What if he is Logan Thomas, and is playing? What if he's Taysom Hill? What if?
I mean, the Luke McCaffrey at quarterback thing. It's good fan fiction. But the issue is he was a really bad quarterback. Like he was like a terrible quarterback. Really not
at Rice College or Rice University
at Nebraska.
Then he
went to Rice.
Shamefully,
yeah. Okay. Let's see. Are there any other backdoor Falcons? No, it really is just Rondale. Golly. Well, actually, wait. This team is best if Kirk Cousins stops playing in like week 10. Like the Falcons
So we should draft Mike Penix as well.
Penix, yeah, obviously. I will literally never do this. I will literally never disrespect myself enough to take Ray McLeod. I've disrespected. I would take Rondale, but I really don't even want to. I think it's best to just leave it and do it naked.
No, you just pretend you timed out and.
Yeah, Casey. Aren't you the official? Aren't you the official Casey Washington, bro?
It's statistically likely, and by that I mean not, that a rookie Washington is going to be good this year. Between Casey, Malik, Taj. What do you think their combined odds are? Like 1%
Taj is on
combined. He's also on the
Taj
Dolphins. I think the Dolphins have two rookie
Washingtons. If we can fudge that to count Whittington as a Washington, then sure.
Can I also get last year rookie Parker Washington and
Taj is on the IR.
Yeah. What about Darnell Washington?
Darnell, sure. I'll put it in. You say you're fading Saquon at ADP, only take him in the third. Do you think it's really better to really push the hero RB mantra on the teams you take him on? Yeah, absolutely. Because then it's like the teams where I have him, he really matters. I think that's exactly right. I think that is a sharp.
Taj is done for the year.
The year. Well,
yeah.
Tough. It's tough. It's tough out there. Braylon, are we done at running back, you think?
No, we only have 4, and they're all kind of late, so I think that does make sense. Or if you want to buy the Kendry dip.
I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
Dennis Allen would not.
Is Jamal Williams
wait, what odds
is Jamal Williams draftable? Like
I was gonna say,
theory, like if you were simming, like I would never put like my USD behind it. Like I have these ideas, like Miles Sanders, like I think is a theoretically plus EV move. I just am not going to live long enough to simulate enough times for it to matter.
Yeah,
but
I think Andre Miller is like Dennis Allen. Just like he must have like said something mean to him once or something. Man, it's pretty unbelievable.
Yeah.
Who do you want as our third tight end?
I was going to say Jawan, but he's gone.
We should have taken him with the last pick.
Conklin. Man, I think there's a lot of FUD around Chig, but
yeah, there's a lot of FUD around Chig.
Maybe he's fine on this team. Conklin would have been good.
Is likely the best one. Some ceiling.
Let's go Chig. It's a different bye week. It's kind of a bet on that game and team.
We famously took Gabe Davis 10 spots ahead of ADP. So yeah, we'll go Chig. Yeah. All right, this is the worst one we did.
Yeah.
Whatever. What if a poorly drafted team is what you need?
We will find out.
We will find out, I suppose. Look, they're not all going to be winners. The human brain has a finite ability to calculate and allocate resources.
You have to sacrifice in the pursuit of optimal. Sometimes, you have to sacrifice.
That's not even what happened. We just got kind of lost after we just didn't know what to do with the Gabe Davis pick.
No, it was the Kirk Cousins.
No, it was gone before then because what we did is we didn't.
Your brain would have never let you get to Kirk Cousins if we were still locked in.
This is the thing that does go wrong when you start Jefferson Adams is at least for me, I'm already panicking about what to do at quarterback. So we got Devonta and Hurts, but then we took Rashee, so we're panicking there.
Dude, I think this is unfounded. I think JJ could start before the bye just because it sets up nice for him to come in after. Like he could start week 1. Like it would not shock me at all.
Oh, of course he could start week 1.
So,
but I don't think it's likely. Wow. A Jordan Whittington. I've not seen a Jordan Whittington pick in the wild.
But he probably is drafted with Yoshi Voss, his combinatorial.
combinatorically, Justin.
The people that know that Jordan Whittington exists also know how to pronounce and spell Yoshi Voss.
Yoshi Voss. Yeah, they don't even have to search for it, or they can search for him by name in the draft. All right, well, time to learn Rondale Moore, baby.
Rondale. Yeah, I do think Rondale is the correct pick here. I really
he
do.
is, but only because we fucked up before. Yeah, I mean, look, I would have loved to have done that.
Well, we had Jalen. I think you take Jalen late 4 all day when you have
all day. Yeah. All right. Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins, quarterback. Kenneth Walker, James Conner, Tony Pollard, Blake Corum, Braylon Allen, a running back. Justin Jefferson, Devonta Adams, Devonta Smith, Rashee Rice, Jordan Addison, Gabe Davis, Jahan Dotson, Rondale Moore, a wide receiver. I don't even remember the dust-ass tight end room that we did, but I bet it was bad.
It's worse than you can remember.
How many tight end points does the tight end room of Luke Musgrave, Ben Sinnott, and Chickakankwa project for in week one?
You're entering every week with Musgrave projected for 6.2, Sinnott for 1.7, and Jig 0.
Oh, man. Joshy, you know the drill, dude. No free sauces. No free sauces, brother. That's not how it works. Wish I could change the rules, but I don't enforce. It's that's got to be.
Yeah, it is.
How many? This is better.
You have
to
be fair to your original, the OGs. You can't be given discounts.
How many routes does that tight end room have in week 17?
Is like Sinnott running from the flat. Does that count?
Sinnott running
a block and release from play action fullback. Wait, is this the same? Is this the same contest though, or are we switched?
No, this is we're down to the Dachshund now.
Is it different structure? 1 out of 5.
No, it's the 6, same thing.
156 in the final. Yeah, it's more or less the same.
It's the same thing. I was trying to think of what the
dude in week 17 Luke Musgrave is gonna be so cooked. He's gonna be Wally pipped.
He's gonna be he wasn't a concussion. He had a lung contusion.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was something.
Yeah. No, he wasn't a concussion, I think. Yeah. And Tucker Kraft has a torn pectoral. Yeah. I was trying to think of what the audible was in NCAA 25 to have your guy in the backfield do the block and release. And I was like, that's what Ben Sinnott is going to be doing.
Maybe like an R2.
Tired. Tennessee coach said tight ends will rotate. Wired. Chiggle takes some with D-Hop's targets early. God, I hope so.
Yeah. That'd be cool. Spider 2 banana. Oh, yeah. Dude, I loved the amount of ESPN that I watched from ages like 6 through 16.
An unbelievable amount. Yeah.
Sickening.
Kidney laceration. That's what it was. It's something like this. It was something pretty gnarly though for
Who'd you brown it for?
Justin Jefferson at 6. How about that? Run it back. It's get your guy season, dude. I guess if people are getting their guys, that means better combinations and permutations in the second round. No, dude, the best. I mean, there were many things that were the best, but Stump the Schwab was amazing. That was
RIP, I think, too. By the way,
yeah, he did. He died. Bijan ahead of ARSB.
That's rough.
On half PPR, dude, I kind of get it. I mean, positionally, it screws.
I mean, I have them back to back. I do have Bijan versus Brees. Like, are you like the most recent? I think a lot of people did have Brees over Bijan. I've seen people floating like Brees is like a better talent, and I think that is somewhere between like wrong and crazy.
No, that's cap.
And I really like Brees. But like, I don't know, are you worried about Algier? I'm not overly worried, but maybe I should be.
No, I'm not worried. I mean, I'm not worried about. Actually, I am a little bit. I'm a little bit worried about Gibbs, but I'm not worried about any first round running back really. I don't think it's crazy, but like
it's not worried. But like, would you move? Like, do you think that it's materially new information that the coach is talking up Algier? Because I think I think part of the Bijan thesis is like, dude, Arthur Smith just like wanted to let the rookie earn his way, and he likes doing weird stuff, and like new staff is going to give the good guy, the football. So like, has the calculus changed a little bit? I don't know.
No, the calculus is not, the running backs went early in this one. The calculus has not changed to me at all, really. I think it's exactly what you think.
I agree with Miles Westfield's most recent.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. Debo.
I take some Pacheco, but not really much anymore.
Yeah. Debo, Olave.
Either one.
Debo sets me up with a quarterback that doesn't make me sick. Yeah, Bijan can absolutely be the 101. I mean, like the legendary upside season for Bijan is absolutely there. Like no doubt about it. I'm not concerned about him at all. I've been trying to get this out, but then we keep getting sidetracked. Bijan could have the legendary upside season. Like he literally could have like the 24 points per game or whatever, and still maybe be a guy that it's hard to win with on Underdog specifically, because look at the wide receivers that goes where he go in round 3. You come back to round 3 and you're doing Dell, Diggs, Pittman, you know. I guess maybe that's not 100% true, because there are enough drafts in the aggregate where Henry goes early, Taylor goes early, like where you're getting Cooper Kupp and DJ Moore with him.
Yeah. I don't know. I will say, like, this is my first time. I'm not a big like matchup analyzer in week 17. Like I pick the guys I like, and then I just pick their opponents, and I just assume in this reality, like, that game is good. So I know some people like to say like, oh, I'm targeting, this team because they play a bad defense or whatever. Right. So this is my first time looking at who the Falcons play, because I'm trying to think, like, not only does Bijan need 24 points a game, or 20 plus, he needs 30 in week 17. They play Washington, and I think Washington defense is going to be bad, obviously. So, and I think that they play the Giants week 16,
and the
like,
offense
Bijan could be the Giants could be really bad too.
Yeah. Wow, we almost got neighbors here.
That would have been sick.
What can you do? Sometimes I'll take an ETN or Pacheco or Cook or whatever, but not really all that often. I mean, Pacheco, it's so funny. Like, Pacheco would be a better pick if the quarterbacks went earlier, if that makes sense. Like if Hurts and Allen and Mahomes and Lamar were like 3rd round picks, I'd be like, oh, snap me up some Pacheco. But because you're literally directly taking Pacheco over those guys, I think he's a worse pick.
I was taking Pacheco a lot at the 4-5 turn range. Like, I think Pacheco has legit, like, the Pacheco versus Saquon gap. Like, I don't know. Like, Pacheco could score 12, 15 touchdowns. Like, no question.
Without breaking a sweat.
But I don't want to take Pacheco over the receivers that go there.
I'm comfortable taking Pacheco over the receivers there, but not the tight ends.
Yeah, I also really like, and maybe I have some false sense of security. I really like the QB tight end 4-5 turn a lot.
Yeah. I mean, Pacheco had 9 seasons in 13 games when the Chiefs were the 13th best offense in the NFL last season. I mean, in fact, you could argue he ran bad on touchdowns, although the Chiefs do throw near the goal line quite often. Yeah. Aside from injuries, what are you most afraid of happening during week 1? Dontavian Wicks running 17 routes behind Romeo Doubs, Tucker Kraft, and Luke Musgrave. Like, they play a bunch of 12 personnel, and Wicks doesn't get any routes.
Yeah.
All right, we're up in 1. We're up. We've got Jefferson, Debo, DJ Moore. By ADP, it's Hurts. By my rank, it's Hurts. We could take T.
I'll go T or Andrews.
Let's do
Andrews to set up the Lamar, or to go, or you just go T, which gives you Burrow.
Let's do T and just like truly not get buried by the Avalanche. Yeah, I mean, Mahomes' injury, like, obviously Mahomes' injury, and my whole season is over, which is Sucks, but the game is the game.
I think
the most beta cuck pick on the board, Barkley. Barkley is the most beta cuck pick. Yeah, because it's only fear based.
No, it's like you like stopped paying attention to football 4 years ago based.
Okay. Most beta cuck pick. Deontay Johnson, where it's like I don't want to get buried by the wide receiver avalanche, so I got to take Bryce Young's.
No, people don't take people don't take Drake London. No. Well, we can do better. We could do better.
All right, let me think.
I think it's Christian Kirk. I think it's Christian Kirk.
No, Meatwad, if you think that Saquon Barkley is not beta, you need to. Okay, no. Yeah, it's Christian Kirk. It's Christian Kirk. All right, everyone agrees. It's Christian Kirk. Packers play Philly week 1. Yeah, what is? I think I saw this.
Dude, if there's not like an insane amount of violence with these two green teams playing in Brazil that apparently everyone is worried about.
Josh Palmer is a pretty answer to that question.
I'm also trying to think of like small players as well. Like Saquon is like way too big of a man to be considered that. Like Hollywood Brown
and he's a big Bitcoin bro. That's true.
There you go. Good for him. Based. Dude, hear me out, and I don't take much. What if Josh Jacobs is the right pick on this team?
He's definitely not. I'd rather take Richardson. I'd rather take a grown man. We're not set up for a good quarterback.
No, you can get. What do you mean? Yeah, just
fuck. I was too late. I'm trying to get a little bit of more Anthony Richardson. Imagine going into the season and being underweight on Anthony Richardson. It's gonna feel terrible.
I don't have to imagine at all. Like, I think, what odds would you book me on Anthony Richardson not playing week 17?
Like minus 200.
No, come on.
He's gonna get hurt. He's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it's either. And I try not to speak in absolutes, but it's paid enough for this microphone, so I can say
correct
stupid things. Either Anthony Richardson is gonna have, like, if Anthony Richardson is the guy you want him to be, he's gonna get hurt. Like, if they play him that way, he's going to get hurt.
What if he is just too big? Have you thought about this? What if he does play week 17?
Yeah, he might have to get his injuries out of the way and return. Oh, all right. So here's what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. He got a week 14 bye, so he's gonna get injured week 13. He'll get to rest. They'll sit him through the bye, and then he's back for the fantasy playoffs. All right, I'm back. I'm back in on AR.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, I was never out. It's hard for me to get him in drafts. It's hard for me to get him in drafts because he goes right next to all three Chiefs wide receivers.
Yeah. I think Kyle Pitts is also a candidate for the
no, come on, dude. Didn't you hear that the coach called him saucy?
I do not care. Didn't you hear he's like rooming with Michael Penis?
No, he's rooming with Cousins and Penix and Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
He's built diffy, dude. He's like, I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm gonna get myself some targets this year. I mean, imagine the feeling of not being in on the Kyle Pitts season. Like, imagine how much you'd hate yourself.
It's gonna be the Tony Pollard thing where you are gonna give up next year, and I'll buy Kyle Pitts then.
I promise you. If Kyle Pitts is
if you guys gave up on Tony Pollard, you're gonna give up on Kyle Pitts.
I'm not giving up on Tony Pollard.
No. The general you. Like,
you're saying if
Kyle Pitts
chasing you.
If Kyle Pitts goes 70, 802 this year, are you gonna is
70?
What's the excuse? Or like whatever, like make up.
Cousins playing with a hurt Achilles. We're up.
It's either Kittle or Rome. You could set up a little double if we're worried about getting behind. But we
have double.
You got the double.
No, let's do Rome. Beautiful.
I think Rome could be special, and this is just like a anti-Keenan.
I was gonna say this is the yeah. Nick is correct. The Cabal's never giving up on Pitts, dude. You think?
Dude, the Cabal gave up on Tony Pollard.
Maybe the Cabal, not this Cabal, not the Davis Mattek Cabal.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still drafting Pollard. I'm still drafting Pitts. They're not gonna stop me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm deeply committed to the Tony Pollard.
I'm super in on.
Maybe Kittle would have been better. This is a Brock Bowers team though. We need Bowers. I just
when are we gonna be able to get him? 91. Okay, that works.
Yeah. The Porta drafter took Trey McBride as well and Josh Jacobs. Interesting. Red badge too. Wow. Harb says 36% Pitts. That's a grown man right there. That's a grown man. Jalen McMillan at 146. I mean, people are going to do stuff like that in these single entries. They're going to be like, I need more Jalen McMillan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing is going to convince the best ball cabal that Irv Smith had an ADP despite like never doing anything. Very similar.
The year Kyle Pitts had 1,000 yards, Darnell Mooney had more yards than other teammates. So are we buying
Van Jefferson outproduced Kyle Pitts at Florida.
Yeah.
Sam Sherman.
Yeah, Van Jefferson was like 36 years old and Kyle Pitts was 19.
What do you want to do here?
I think this is Aaron Jones over Ramondre, just like team stuff, stacking.
Yeah. We just keep ending up with Aaron Jones. I mean, I don't even like Aaron Jones, and I just keep ending up with him.
Yeah, like especially this is what happens when you get a bunch of like puppy type contests. Is I go from like 3% Kamara and Aaron Jones, and then I all of a sudden have like 10 or 12% because I'm staring at it, and it's like, they're RB1s on teams that might be okay to good.
The flock people were not in on Kyle Pitts per Samwise. Well, it is what it is. Yeah.
The problem is that Arthur Smith didn't know that Kyle Pitts had tight end eligibility.
Yeah, he said Kyle Pitts. He said Kyle Pitts can't block.
And who's their coach? What's the coach's name now in the Rams?
Zach Robinson.
Oh no, it's Raheem Morris, but like who's the coordinator?
Zach Robinson is the offensive coordinator.
Does he know that Kyle Pitts has tight end eligibility? Like that is the problem.
All he knows.
We can talk ball if you want.
All he knows is that he's feeling saucy. According to what I've read, and obviously I've been trying to be in the streets as much as possible, they are using him a little bit more kind of in the move.
That's good.
Not strict inline. Now, I think there's still going to be, I would guess about half his routes are still going to be the super annoying bullshit where he just has to
it's whatever.
Go beat a cornerback. So
it's like 3 years ago. I just, it's whatever. We don't have to get into it.
We can get into it.
But while we do, I do want to look up some fun stats about the Kyle Pitts year.
The rookie year?
Yeah.
All right. You good with Bowers?
Can I see? I mean, yes, but can I see?
Oh, sorry.
Zamir's interesting. Yeah, Bowers is fine because I know you're worried about the tight end avalanche.
It's just like it would be cowardice of me. I've got no Bowers in these single entry contests. Yeah, Kyle Pitts is $4,600 on DK in week 1. Oh, buddy.
Roma Dunze is 4,000.
I think I saw Wicks was 4,500.
Oh, okay.
4,700 maybe.
All right, Tyler. So here's the thing. That Tyler, that is exactly correct. And like this is the ball knowing that I was going to say the Kyle Pitts problem, and the problem with a lot of good tight ends is a really good tight end is not a good receiver. Like you're not gonna. Dalton Kincaid is not going to beat a cornerback on a route. He's going to run over a cornerback, in the flat and with a head of steam. So like That's the problem with the tight end playing receiver narratives that go around, is like, you really don't want that. Like, you want him being guarded by the guys he's faster than. Or you lose all the advantage of a tight end if you're just playing him as a receiver.
Like, if you think about it, just because a cornerback is smaller than a guy doesn't mean that, like, just throwing a tight end a jump ball is not an efficient play.
Correct. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah. All right. What do you want to do next?
B-Rob, Chase Brown,
Moss,
I guess.
I don't care. You call it.
I am a B-Rob guy if we can get it.
We got it. It's good. That's good for our buys anyway. I need to star my Colts and remember I turned the suggest feature off on the draft caddy.
Oh, because you didn't want it lighting you up.
It just sometimes, because I didn't do the most recent update. Sometimes it scrolls all the way to the bottom, like literally to the bottom. So you're about to make a pick and you have to scroll crazy fast to get back up to a player. Yeah, Brian Robinson is fine there. Whatever.
I think like Eckler is less cooked than he appeared last year. Like, if you just want to throw it out for injury, and like he's an athletic freak, or he's a gym rat. So like I trust him to get back in the gym. But I think Brian Robinson also has outs to just having, like, he can catch the ball more than you think.
Well, he was a good receiver last year, but you do have to just acknowledge that it all came on like 2 plays, but that's fine.
But he also caught like 30 some balls at Alabama, like in 1 year. Yes. Like his last year. Like, I want to say he caught like 37 balls, which is a lot.
Yeah, he's not
35.
He's not a bad pass catcher. The thing with Eckler is that, like, I'm definitely giving a pass to some of the injury guys like Kupp, and it's like, man, Eckler was a first-round pick last year. What if it really was just a high ankle? And
he was a really bad first-round pick.
He's a really bad first-round pick. But like, he comes back from the high ankle and just like smashes. It's definitely in the range of outcomes. Oh yeah, that is a good pro tip. I would not have. That is a veteran of the draft caddy streets. All right, we're about back up. We've got Purdy with Debo. Caleb,
but I want to force you into McCarthy. So like, I think Lockett here, and I don't love Lockett, and he's dusty and old, but like this far past ADP, and we have some week 17 stuff with DJ Moore, I think like the price is right here.
In a time box contest where we are not caring that much about ADP values. Sick.
No, wait. Why would you care? Why would you not care about?
Because you care about losing. It more. Well, no, you don't care about it more. You're losing some of the value of an ADP slide, which is the unique combination, because the unique combination is going to matter way less. Part of the value in Best Ball Mania with the unique combos is that you are going to be you're one of the handful of teams that has those players together on the same roster.
Yeah.
Like, if like Brandon Ayuk now being a guy you can get at the 2-3 turn, part of the value in that is that for the first 33% of the contest, he was not available with Christian McCaffrey or with CD or whatever.
Yeah, but Lockett won't be available at 115 for 90% of this contest, but it doesn't, like, at this ADP, it doesn't really matter.
Am I taking any Herb Smith Jr.? I'm not, because I think he's not going to make the roster because Jared Wiley is playing better than him. And if Jared Wiley's playing better than him, Noah Gray is like a lock to make the roster. I mean, I like what the Chiefs were doing with trying it out, but is this a Ray? Is this a name? Jacorius Bivy? Sick.
Yeah.
I love it. Wow, man. Yeah, the fall.
The Purdy fall is tempting.
For Trey
at this
Benson
point
is
for
very
sure.
real. Oriune Gaming is down.
Dude, I screwed. Oh, I botched this team for us.
Yeah, you did. It's fine.
Let's lock it because you kind of have to take downs here, otherwise you're like butt ass naked. Now I think we're done at receiver.
We're done at wide receiver. We got 534 points of wide receiver capital, so we're shipping it.
How many?
534 draft capital points. Pretty good. Hey, Travis Homer made the Bears roster because of that guaranteed money. It's just that he made the guaranteed money to play special teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really did botch that. We really should have just taken Purdy at the last pick downs at this one. Oh, well, we couldn't.
Oh, no. I was going to say if I was worried that downs would fall, but because we got downs, it's fine.
Well, at least we have a super healthy running back room with Aaron Jones and Brandon Robinson Jr. No possible health concerns.
Super healthy quarterback room.
Super healthy quarterback room. Yeah, Anthony Richardson with no one. Sick.
You can't win. You can't try to win at all four positions in best ball. You try to win at wide receiver, and then you scrap.
You try to win at wide receiver and one of the onesies, I think, is the move.
Yeah.
This team Caleb went ahead of ADP, so I guess Caleb at 115 with the double would have been preferred.
Oh, I forgot we did the old double there.
Yeah, we can take Geno.
Oh, Caleb went before, right? Yeah, Caleb went before one for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We can take Geno on this team with Lockett and the double Bears guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18 leg health parlay. Yeah, it's probably fine. What do you want to do with this next one?
We probably need a running back.
We do in fact need a running back.
I would love Sharps here. Otherwise, I kind of like Ty Chandler. Or more than oh no, we have Aaron Jones. No.
I guess we're taking Marshawn Lloyd, buddy.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's for sure fine.
It's not great, but yeah, this is not going to be the greatest running back room that we've ever had. Not BBM, not BBM. We did 4 Rottweilers, and this is a Dachshund, I believe they are calling it.
Mm-hmm.
What is first place in this one? Is it even
30.
half a? I was going to say, is it even half a Bitcoin?
Today it's almost exactly half a Bitcoin. It's 3/5 of a J.K. Dobbins signing bonus.
That's a good stat. That's a good stat. Can we get to
fine.
one? Can we get to one? Yeah. Look. So it's going in my bio either way. I promise you that.
No, I meant the J.K. Dobbins is fine. I think he.
Well,
I think that the
it's
a
little
is a little overblown.
Well, it's a little misleading because now that he's been on the roster and he's at training camp and stuff, he already is
he's already gotten more than that.
He's already gotten more. Yeah, like
how much are the Texans paying? This is why football's crazy. Where like
how much are the Texans paying Akers?
How much are they paying Akers just to like get tackled
via body
on national television for a week?
I saw a little bit of hype about him yesterday. People were a little excited.
Those people need to do something better.
Yeah, they getting excited about Cam Akers in the year of our Lord 2020. Although I did think it was funny, like, oh, Akers scores a touchdown in a preseason game, so now Dobbins is going Burr. What do you want to do? You want to run another running back, Komet?
Algier, I assume, went, right? I wouldn't go Komet because now we have so many Bears.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Dobbins? or right.
Sure.
Dobbins or right.
No, this team needs someone who's going to be active in week 1.
And it needs it, and we need an adult. This team actually has probably too many adults. Is the problem? Like Brian Robinson, how old is Brian Robinson? He's probably only like 24. But I was
going to say
he's a plotter.
He's a plot. So anyone who's a bro. Taking Darius Fountain is worse than taking Jordan.
I would take the most direct route to grass possible.
Darius Fountain. B-Spurf, no, come on, man. Grow up. Are you aware of Jarrett Patterson? Do you know? People, I guarantee
I know Jarrett Patterson.
People are not woke enough to know about Jarrett Patterson.
Dude, Jarrett Patterson, I don't remember who his college coach was, but he would have run him into the absolute.
I'm about to pull up his college stats.
The game logs are silly, even because like I think his last year was a COVID year. It's like he only played like 6 games, but man, he
his last year was the COVID year. I think I'm done. I think I'm done after this. I think we're gonna call it at 5 drafts.
Dude,
well, you're clearly not on the right show because I probably have drafted. I would say I'm the foremost drafter of Brendan Rice.
I was gonna say like it's probably a faux pas to acknowledge the troll after 3 hours, but like the first like non-wasteful comment in the last 3 hours from Trezor talking about Brendan Rice.
You don't
have to say anything. He
just doesn't. Here's the thing. He's too stupid to understand anything because he doesn't know that I'm the OG Brendan Rice guy.
Yeah.
Like I was the Brendan Rice guy.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do?
I don't know if I want Bucky here. Like, what's the tight end? We still only have the one.
Fant, likely Jonnu.
Oh, Fant sets up a little
Fant
something there for us.
Yeah.
All right. This is where Kirk Cousins would have happened if we, if we let let's not fully derail. We have one wheel is off, but we can swerve back.
You can always bring it back around. Oh, I was going to share Jarrett Patterson's college stats. Look at his final season. This is who you're spending a bullet on. This man didn't catch a pass. This man went
that's fine. That's not his fault. Dude, Buffalo, how many passes did Buffalo even throw?
It's crazy.
Dude, you got to look at the game logs. It is sick. You know how to get there. Click Buffalo. I'm
on it, dude. You think I don't know? You think I don't know about this man?
This game against Kent State, dude, is an all-timer. I think so this was COVID. We weren't doing much. Like, I think I was playing college DFS and I did not play Jarrett Patterson and my day was over. 36 for 409 and 8.
So that
he scored more touchdowns. He scored more touchdowns in that game than Kyle Pitts has scored in the last 3 years.
7 years of his
life.
By 2. Yeah. You do make a good point, B-Surf, which is that UD is half point PPR. That's true. Is there any chance that Noah Fant has an Evan Ingram season? Absolutely. I mean, it's like 5%, but it's definitely live. It's totally possible.
No way.
I genuinely do not love the Chargers being fantasy important this year because I have to double tilt when bad things happen in the offense. Yeah, I don't envy you. I mean, I hate the Chargers, Code Blue. I really do. Like, I hate everything about them. I'm a noted hater of all of these people, but man, are they really important for fantasy this year because of how they are priced.
Evan Ingram had 32 more catches last year than Noah Fant had since coming to Seattle.
I was gonna say literally in his fucking career because I would buy it.
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
If Gino went, oh no.
If Gino went, I'd just be like, all right, I'm taking.
Have a good stream. Or have a nice weekend.
Have a good Dachshund, everyone. I'm out. Yeah, Code Blue, you get it. Like everything, like when you watch the Chiefs, Unironically, what's the best landing spot for Sky Moore? Probably the Chargers.
Argonauts? Oh.
No, the Argonauts. He could Sky Moore versus DJ Shark, you know.
I don't remember what the Sky Moore like thesis was. Like, was there like ever a Sky Moore like actual thesis?
Sky Moore.
I know the only thing I know is like he wore number 24, which made me think like he, you know, and he's kind of bulky.
Sky Moore.
What if he needs to go the Gibson route?
I'm trying to remember what the Sky Moore thesis was, honestly.
I could tell you what the Sky Moore thesis was is every year.
It's a cool name.
Yeah. Every year they let Pat make one pick and he fucks it up every fucking time. Every time.
And I wonder who his pick this year was. I wonder if it was Jared Wiley.
I don't know if it might have been Worthy, but it was CEH. Rashi, I think might have been him. So he unfucked it. But I think it was
Rashi was it the year before. That is confirmed.
Yeah. So that's what made me think it was Sky Moore.
Yeah, so maybe he's playing good again. Wow, we're gonna run good here, assuming that Eros and Touchdownosaurus don't raid our queue.
Our queue is Jelani Woods, which
if Rice had busted, Worthy would be going like he'd be going where like Leggett goes
later. Yeah.
That's oh man. AW, I'm gonna steal that for a tweet later. Braylon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tweet that a little bit closer to the season. It is confirmed that Rashi is good per me. You can believe what you want to believe, but I think he's good. What are my thoughts on Noah Gray in a contract year? My thoughts are he's going to spend the rest of his life making $3.2 million per year blocking for Pat Mahomes, and he's going to feel great about it. He's going to be like, wow.
Dude, they might have to pay him more. Like, how much money did Josh Oliver Colby
get?
Parkinson, Will Dissly?
3 years, $21 million. But here's the deal. Those guys all played for bad teams. Noah Gray.
Yeah, but when Travis leaves and Noah Gray is the last link there to the Noah Gray days.
I believe he's never not played in a Super Bowl. Is that right?
What do you mean?
2021, they didn't make the Super Bowl.
Well, who are you talking about? Noah Gray? Oh, he's never not played.
He's never. They didn't make the Super Bowl in 2021.
Yeah. Okay, I would stick the other way.
I think for a guy like, I mean, if you're Noah Gray, aren't you like, man, it's fucking sick to win Super Bowls?
Yeah, I think he'll hometown it.
For a simple 12-man best ball, this correlation in week 17 doesn't matter at all, but correlation is going to matter a little bit. Yeah, correlation
matters.
Yeah,
a good amount. Like the basic rule of thumb is teammates correlate more or less like 5%. Just like team level bets. It's like rough math is like 5%. It varies by position and stuff.
Third quarterback or third tight end.
I like JJ here, dude. We haven't been doing
JJ with Richard.
Because like who's the tight end? Or like Jawan.
Yeah,
we can do both.
No, we need another running
back.
What
running back is saving the day for us?
Lauby. Pierce.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Jawan.
Yeah, go Pierce. Go Pierce.
No, too late.
Mm-hmm.
My fingers are not that nimble. I mean, Tyler, that's good for a bit, but combinatorically speaking, I don't believe you. Yeah, we are gonna do more. Actually, do you want to do one?
That was awesome.
Do you want to do an NFFC primetime?
Like in life?
Like with me on stream?
Like right now? No.
No, not right now. No, I'm done.
Yeah. Sure. I would have to learn what NFFC is, but
it's the site that had the cheating scandal.
Sorry, I know what it is. I meant like I meant what the settings were.
It's full PPR, third round reversal, quarterback, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, tight end, flex.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty simple. I will say this. I had a guy DM me who's been at Bengals training camp for the last 2 days watching the padded practices as like a fan. And he did say Gesicki is running all the slot routes, all the old Boyd stuff. Which is kind of interesting.
As a Penn State football fan who had really high hopes for Mike Gesicki.
I kind of forgot he went there.
Yeah, I think he and I might have overlapped, or he was there like just after me. Mike Gesicki is always going to look good in shorts in August. Chase, like that is what he's built for.
Chase Brown's private route running coach just followed me on Twitter.
Chase Brown's
coach, yeah, like the guy he spent all summer working on routes with.
I will say the sneaky bullish thing about Chase Brown that has made me rethink things is he was like doing, you know how CJ Stroud was doing like his world tour with like Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Like they went to like Tokyo and all this stuff. Not to this level, but like Chase Brown went to like a hockey game with Jamar Chase in like Toronto or something.
People are saying
because Chase Brown's a Canadian, so he took him to like a hockey game. It's like, oh, like the backup running back was hanging out with Jamar Chase in the offseason?
Not likely. It's like Rashee Rice wasn't sitting with Hollywood, Travis, and Mahomes at the Mavs playoff game.
Yeah. And then the next day he was.
Lauby?
I mean, sure. Who might say no?
Welcome, buddy.
Dude, there's no chance. Around 17-18 mini.
Chase Brown won't be in the first round, but he could be a 2-3 turn pick. Definitely. All right. Sure. What did we get into with this one? Jefferson, Debo, DJ Moore, T. Higgins, Anthony Richardson, strong start. Rome, strong. Just Aaron Jones as running back one always feels so flaccid. It's just.
I think AR. If we're doing the mistake identification, it was for sure Anthony Richardson.
It was for sure Anthony Richardson. Yeah, because then we do. Burrow. Yeah, well, we do. Yeah, we could add Burrow. We do Hollywood Brown, then we take Kittle. Yeah. All right. Brian Robinson, Tyler Lockett, Josh Downs, Marshawn Lloyd, J.K. Dobbins, Noah Fant, Geno Smith, Braylon Allen, Juwan Johnson, Dylan Lauby. I mean, that fucking running back room. It's not great. It's really not great, but I've seen worse.
We'll get there in volume.
We'll get there on volume.
Lauby with Bowers. We have the little. What if both Brock Bowers and Juwan Johnson make our lineup in week 17?
Juwan Johnson.
Bitcoin.
Juwan Johnson famously was the guy you needed in week 17 last year.
That's true.
So it's definitely possible.
People forget that.
All right. I am done here, fellas. Mr. Z, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do tonight with your bachelorness?
Man, I can't be saying things like that on camera. This is being recorded online forever.
Is this true? Chase Brown's identical twin brother is on the Eagles.
Does he like play corner? What's his name? I don't remember.
How is it possible? Chase Brown
is never
identical twin. Yeah, how does this never come up before? Safety Sidney Brown.
Oh yeah,
Sidney Brown. They're like 2 minutes apart.
Yeah. Did he go to Illinois also?
Yes, they both went to Illinois.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize that. I knew that Sidney Brown went to Illinois and was on the Eagles. I didn't know he was Chase Brown's twin brother.
How is it possible that I'm about 97 hours into streaming this week, in the week that all anyone wants to talk about is Chase Brown, and this is the first time this is
because Sidney Brown is like the only, him and Jair Alexander are the only secondary players you're now aware of.
Amazing. I'm trying to think of another defensive player I know. Another defensive back.
No, DBs. You can name the sack guys, but DBs are
Watt and Bosa, Micah Parsons, Chris Jones.
Yeah.
I know a really random one because he went to K-State. Felix Adonkwe the FAU they call him. He plays for the Chiefs. Nick Bolton, Sauce Gardner. I know.
Yeah, Sauce Gardner. I mean, you can't be going into chat. Like you can't be using the chat to name the prompt is name defensive players.
All right. Let's see if I can name more. Diggs's brother or cousin.
No, brothers.
Okay, brothers.
Trayvon
Diggs, Chiefs.
Daniel Sorensen. You know the Raiders. You know the Raiders defensive end.
Crosby. I know Crosby.
If we had Sion Baki.
Sion Baki, buddy. That's an all-star running back.
That's a good one.
All right, everyone. We're gonna get out of here before I embarrass myself further. Please like the stream. Please comment on the stream. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out ezdfs.xyz. Cooper DeJean. There we go. That's a great way to end the stream. Cooper DeJean. Everyone, we're getting out of here. Thanks for hanging out, and I will see you back next week. See y'all then.